Oh, checkity, checkity. Checkity, checkity. Yo, Liz Misty on both channels. What's happening? Checkity, checkity, thank you. Angus Maximus and the Heezy. Get my volume set. There's a Valor and Vellum and a Walking Miracle. All right, let's see if I got the camera situated. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Friday. How the Friday are you? Keela Peel! Oh, come on, stop it. Can we not? Can we just not? I am so over the rumor mills and the speculation and the negativity, and I know you're kidding, but man, come on. Yo, Jamie Penguins, what's happening? How are you now? The mod harem. What's up, Sav? I've been tagging Savage in tweets. Let me hurry up and say in tweets all week because I've been following the SDCC news. And man, if you're a Godzilla fan, you need to just give someone else your wallet to hold it because you are in trouble. It's everything is Godzilla this year. Like, I think even the Doctor Who booth is probably going to be Godzilla. Like, it's crazy, man. Like, everything is coming up Godzilla. Congratulations. It would be my greatest SDCC and my worst nightmare if, like, all of a sudden everything were Sully from Monsters, Inc. How do you get it all? How do you get it all? You can't even. No shame in being a part of the girly group. I love it. Who else here? We got Keela Peel in the house. Not a part of the girly group, I don't think. Walking Miracle, Misty, Liz Misty, thank you for being my mod. Valor and Vellum in the house. We got all kinds of fun stuff coming from her this evening, including an opportunity at some prizes. Who else is here? NASCAR in the house. What's up, NASCAR? Dr. Whozilla. Right, Nadu? There you go. Congratulations and condolences to the wallet. That would make a great shirt. Prayers for Billy. That scared me for a second. Biggest Godzilla fan. I don't doubt you're probably right. I know Savage is a huge fan too, but I'd like to see the Godzilla competition between the two of them. Maybe a good trivia competition. Priscilla said, I don't want to exclude Keela Peel from the girly group. He's always invited. Just, I don't want to see him in a dress. That's all I'm going to say. I just, no. Angus has been 3D printing stuff for SDCC like crazy. I love it, man. I can't wait to see what you've been cooking. Monster Pete in the house. What's up, Monster Pete? Falconer's here. Billy is also a big Zilla fan. Yep, there we go. Noon? What's noon? Chuck with the check. Thanks for getting in here late, Chuck. And as I'm saying it, I'm late. As always, if you guys would be oh so kind to hit the Twitter and maybe repost this live to let other people know. I did use the hashtag SDCC. I know a lot of people are watching it right now. I've been watching it closely for the last couple of days, trying to get into any offsites. There hasn't been a lot of offsite news. Really, one of the only things that came up was the Paramount Lodge, and I literally, this angers me. I literally, the other morning was like, you know what? I haven't seen anything on that SDCC Lodge. And it was like 10 a.m. on Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever day it was. Let me pop on over. And I type it in, and it literally had been posted 45 minutes before and was booked. If only I had thought that an hour earlier, I would have most likely gotten some slots for the Paramount Lodge. But I did read that they often do a second wave. So I've been keeping close eye on that. Yeah, it's a bummer. I'm going to have to try and maybe find somebody who got extras and do a little trade ski or a purchase ski or whatever it takes. NASCAR said, Priscilla, it has been sort of tradition for myself. I just get lunch there and try to spread myself out within reason to get tables. At the event that we'll talk about more in a moment. I'm looking for one ticket, never been able to get a ticket. Liz, you know they have a standby line too. You can go do the standby line. My gut tells me that a lot of people scooped up tickets, scooped up multiple, and maybe won't even be able to offload them all, but probably the easiest SDCC wait since it's in AC with food and drink. Get a good sit. Always have a good sit. That's a pro tip. That's a free one for SDCC. Whenever you can have a good sit, and we'll let the Fun Days jokes fly. We may not be sitting at all at Fun Days, so there's that. My gut only tells me when I want pizza. My gut tells me when I'm hungry, and that's always pizza. So they do well with the standby line. Oh, they do, Angus. You've done it before? You got in based on going through the standby line? That's good to know. Yeah, I hope they open up a second wave. I wish that more companies would, especially when they're doing stuff like that, would make it a little harder to actually get in there, or do them like only release so many per hour or something. Because once it fills up, like you missed out, and then so many people are using bots and scooping up multiples, and then I bet if you went on eBay right now, you could probably buy a Paramount Lodge ticket, which would be frustrating as hell. Oh, really, Priscilla? Okay, that's good to know. There was, for those of you who don't know, since the jokes are already on the table, Funko Fun Days, they are no longer going to be at the Petco Park behind it. They moved locations, and that first broke earlier this week because they changed their blog post. It's now going to be over at the Shell on the water behind the convention center. That's where it was 4 or 5 years ago. 3, 4, 5 years ago. I forget exactly what years. And that is a bigger venue. And so there's a lot of speculation on what that means, why, etc. I don't like speculation. I don't like rumors. I like hard facts. When we hear from them, we'll hear from them. But there was a comment underneath the post that said, hey, we'll need you to hold a table of 10 from our friend Funko Pan 77. And they said, what tables? But then they've since deleted that. So speculate amongst yourselves. I won't be a part of that. But I hope there are tables. I hope there is food. I haven't even read the blog post fully to know what all is included in the ticket price. But you know what? I'm going to show up. I'm going to try to have a good attitude, and I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm not going to add to all the craziness. 2024 seems about right. Yo, what's up, Buzz King? How are you now? Natty said I was trying to get 2 comic SDCC exclusives from Todd McFarlane Whatnot yesterday. Had 250 copies available. The minute it went live to buy, got sold out in 2 seconds. I mean, SDCC exclusives, that's the nature of the beast, right? Angus, oh, absolutely. We got to coordinate this weekend. I'll have time tomorrow to chat. Text or whatever. The Shell, home of, here we go with the sandwich BS. Do I have one handy? I have like 8 of those. I think I packed them all up. Yeah, there were some sandwiches years ago that were bad, and now everybody associates Fun Days with bad sandwiches. I don't even know if we're getting food. If anyone gets a free microfiber cloth from my booth, bring it to wipe off the condensation off your pops. Yeah, that was a thing, wasn't it? I forgot about that. Yo, Buzz, I'm glad to hear it, Buzz King. Happy Friday to you as well. They also said it was out of their control. It may have been an issue with the original venue. Absolutely, it could have been. They could have double booked it. They could have made a mistake. Maybe the bill didn't get paid correctly. There's a number of reasons. I'm not saying Funko can't pay their bills. I'm just saying there's a whole bunch of things that could go on. And as long as there's a venue and they throw the party and we have a good time, all the speculation isn't worth it. Yo, Funko Addict Tech in the house. What's up, brother? How are you now? Isn't there an offsite there? I don't know. I didn't see anything specifically. I mean, there's a real chance that a company came in and said, "Hey, Petco, we want that space for the whole week for an offsite." Let's see. Someone said AMC took the venue away from Funko, but may not taken away. They could have come in and said, "We want that spot. We want it for the whole time. It looks like Funko has something there." And then they were like, "Can we work with them?" And then maybe Petco said, "Hey, Funko, we have another deal on the table. We'd like to take that. We can help coordinate to get you over to the Shell. Would that be a thing for you?" It could have all been very amicable. Yeah, so I did get in on a couple of is it IOTA? Is that the name of the site that handles some of the offsite stuff, ticketing? I did get my name submitted for the Walking Dead screening and the Strange New World Star Trek screening. What's up, Allie? I know they're both on Friday night, but I put in for a couple of tickets for hopes that I could help somebody else who's not going to fun days who might be able to utilize those. I didn't go in and scoop up 50 tickets. I didn't scoop up 10 tickets 2 times or 2 tickets 10 times. I just got 2. Conflicts, exactly. Collecting Cali, what's happening? The Walking Dead was a fantastic show. My first years at San Diego Comic-Con was 2012. And in 2012, and I believe in 2013 as well, we did the offsite that was in Petco Park that was the Walking Dead run. And it was so freaking cool. Rabbit Larry with the raid. Thank you, Rabbit Larry. I haven't had a raid here in ages. I forgot how that works. Thank you, Rabbit Larry. Appreciate you. Happy Friday. But that was a lot of fun. You actually, you went into an obstacle course that you ran through. You could choose to be a participant, a runner, a survivor, or you could go in, and I think it may have been a little extra. They would paint you up to look like a zombie, and then your job was to try and touch the people running through the obstacle course. It was called The Walking Dead Escape. Good call, Savage. And if you did it the first year, 2012, at the end, you got a limited edition comic book. I still have mine somewhere. It at one point was like $100 comic book. I have no idea if it's still valuable or not. I've still got mine somewhere. But that was a lot of fun, and I'm kind of bummed they did away with it. You up highly enjoyed The Walking Dead Escape. Yeah, Walking Dead Escape. I had forgotten about it till we just started talking about all this stuff. And so they clearly, AMC Walking Dead has a relationship with Petco Park, so that makes, you know, when they pick up the phone to call, Petco listens. Swim Dodge Vince. Raid is overrated. And hello, Sully and Misty. Hope you're well. Same to you. I hope you're doing well. It's been a minute. Collecting Cali said, LOL, yeah, I was talking about the Walking Dead run that came up with their issue 100 variant. My wife is still bitter. At the very beginning, the zombies closed us off and I passed them and left her behind. I ain't going down with the ship if you can keep up. I used to joke with my ex all the time. Maybe that's why she's my ex. I was like, you better keep up with your cardio, because if anything ever happens, I'm pushing you down to use you as defense. I'm kidding. I would never do that. And she'd be like, what? I'm like, I'm just joking. I am stoked about those butt pins. I saw there's a really cool from Brian Cook Art, our friend that does butts on things. He's got a collab with the 100 Soft, the dumpster fire, which is awesome. I miss you at times, Sully. I get it, Ravelary. Not all the time, but sometimes. When we did it in 2012, it was me, and I was in pretty good shape at the time. I regularly ran, so I was ready for the obstacle course. And I did it with my buddy Steve, and I am not in any way making fun of him. I'm just saying he wasn't a runner, right? And but he did really good, and we both did. I got through untouched. He got through untouched by zombies. But there was this one section that had these barricades that narrowed down using chain link fence. And you basically were supposed to kind of dive and slide through and keep going. He dove, slid through, and there was a single piece of that metal from the fence that was hanging down. And it scratched him from the back top of his neck all the way to the top of his credit card slot. And he literally, like, blood came out. It wasn't like a deep knife wound, but it was enough where blood started coming out. We had to go to the first aid tent, and he had to get patched up. Poor guy. Oh, they were cheaters. Yeah. But I was quick, and a couple of times when they almost got me, I zigged when they zagged, and I got through untouched. Because at the end, you like stood there, and they put black lights on you, and theoretically, the zombies had something on them that it would show up under there. I don't know how accurate that was. You don't remember this story? I don't know when the last time I told it was. Could have been 10 years ago. Yeah, poor Steve. I don't know if he had a scar from that or not. I don't check him out without his shirt on a lot, so no clue. All right, we got some fun stuff tonight. I know some of you came specifically to hear the news about the party. So here's a run of show for you for tonight. I only stream for a couple hours on Fridays. I am leaving around 7:30 here so I can go catch a movie. I'm going to go watch Disclosure Day. No spoilers, no opinions. I don't care if you liked it or not. I don't need to hear that you hated it. I'm going to see it. From Priscilla, though, Priscilla sent me a bag of goodies here that I'm going to open in a little bit. We're going to talk about the party, the get-together, the annual Valor and Vellum Sune meetup. We're gonna open this bag of stuff and show it. One or multiple items are going to end up over in the box game. If you haven't been here before or you haven't been here lately, we play a game. We'll probably do it around 6:30 tonight. Just FYI, if you hang out for the beginning and you don't want to hang out for all of it, set your clocks, come back. We're going to try to get started at 6:30. We're going to play the box game. I got 5 of these boxes. They're right now empty, but I'm going to have 5 prizes. And the prizes range from, I've got a Funko Pop, I've got some exclusive, or not exclusives, I've got some Topps Chrome cards packs, I've got a Biddy Pop, and I've got a Priscilla prize pack. And a person, you'll all be able to participate. Everybody can participate, but one person's going to get to play like a game show, and they can win one or all of the prizes. And it has happened where people have won all the prizes on multiple occasions. So it is very, very possible. Like I said, if you want to hang out for the beginning and then come back, please do. If we have time in between all that, between the party reveal and the bag reveal and all that, we're going to talk more about SDCC. We're going to talk about some of the offsites. We're going to talk about exclusives. We're going to talk about pro tips, packing, all that stuff. So if you got friends who are going for the first time to SDCC, get on out to texting. Get on out to whatever and let them know that they need to get in here. We already got Misty's trying to claim the Mando Pop. It has almost gone 3 weeks in a row. Misty, I think it's your time. And then after the box game, we have some time. I do have some VFriends cards I want to open. It's my new obsession. We're not going to make that the focal point tonight, but I did have really good luck last week, and I pulled this autographed Gary V card limited to 5 pieces in the world. Comps on that put it at about $400. So that was a really nice pull out of I think that came out of a $60 mega box. Collecting Cali says, sorry that I've been MIA for so long since Funko migrated from drop to essentially the LE drops. What do you think of the new system? I think the lotteries hate me. I don't even participate in them, to be honest with you, Collecting Cali. I love Funko still. I am still a collector, but I've definitely veered away to focusing on other things. The last true passion for me with Funko was the drop NFT, because it was so much fun to crack those packs and build the sets and be able to collect from home. I loved it. And there are definitely some things that will still get me to try to buy things. I always go to Target and look and see what's on the shelves. I think I peeped a new Sully Pop coming, and if that happens, I'll definitely try that LE system that they have. But there's not been anything that grabbed at me that said you got to get this Sully. It just hasn't happened in a while. My passion right now is VFriends, and I'm putting all of my time and effort into that. Monster Pete said, maybe next year I'll go to see Nerds Unite Crew. You better. Monster Pete, we'd love it. Tech said, tonight feels like a superfractor is calling. Pick up the call. Hey, man, you make sure that call's coming in. Falconer said, I can't wait for the Knicks championship pack. Oh, did they do one of the 5 packs like they do for the World Series and stuff? Or a multi-pack like that? That's cool. Thoroughjoy finally got me with the Marty and Doc figure. If they ever do a Sully, I'm down for that, Punked. There hasn't been anything from them otherwise that really fully grabbed my attention. Okay, one last plug, and then we'll talk about Priscilla's get-together. We do have a free NFT for tonight. No one's called it out yet. Does anyone have a guess as to what the pop culture reference for this evening is? Remember, I try to keep it relevant. Something that's either popular or just came out, a movie, a television show, whatever, etc. Just wondering if anybody knows. That is the free NFT for tonight. Exclamation point free NFT in the chat, or it comes up every so often. Should be popping up occasionally right now, so that you guys can claim it. There you go. It just popped up. Perfect. Anybody? I can't believe not one person. There's something I thought y'all might guess incorrectly. Not TMNT. No. Misty sees a shoe or a heel. Okay, interesting. Not it, but one of the 5 pieces ever existed. Very lucky pull, and thank you, Swim Dodge Events. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool, super limited stuff in those Gary V packs. I can show you some others later. We've got a winner. Nadu6 nailed it. It is Marvel Rivals. Very popular video game right now. And I've seen people playing it for the last year and a half. I've attempted it a few times myself. It's great. But I've noticed an ever-growing presence Blockies, the company that I work for, has made several Marvel Rivals figures. Marvel Rivals is going to have a big presence at San Diego Comic-Con, both in the booth form and in off-site stuff. So very, very cool. If you're keeping an eye on things, keep an eye on Marvel Rivals, because I see this becoming bigger and bigger. It's already big, but great job, Nadu6. Yes, good call. Okay, let's talk about the annual meeting of the nerds that Priscilla puts on. I say that with love. I embrace the word nerd, and I love that Priscilla's what her pin set this year is all about embracing the words that once were dirty words that people called us, like nerd and dork and stuff like that. I just love that. I think that's so cool. Priscilla did send me. I'm not going to put the graphic on the screen because I don't need anybody screenshotting it. Priscilla did send me a little teaser of her get together, the meetup, and I want to share that with you guys now. Thrilljoy does have the Disney license now, so as Sully as possible. It's going to happen. I know it is. I'm going to try really hard to jump in on it. Falconer with an ad. Oh no, Falconer. What are you doing ads for? I have to get the specs out. This is a new thing for me. Welcome. This is, here you go. Here's the meetup news. Congratulations, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that reveal. Just kidding. The party will be, as is per tradition, Thursday night, July 23rd. Yes, I can do that as well, Priscilla, for sure. The meetup will be Thursday, July 23rd, the Thursday of SDCC at, as is tradition, the Odyssey Hilton Bayfront. It says here, let's hang out, catch up, do some trading, and get some prizes. Look for Jace. There's Jace. You can see him through the emotes. Jace the Collector. We love him. He'll be there at 5, but prizes will be distributed at 7. If you arrive early, please take note of your place in line. And don't pull a me and go and start talking, and then the line forms and you almost missed out. I was there I was like the 5th person there and then almost missed out. So make sure you are paying attention to when the name tags go out that'll have your number on there. Prizes. Here, I'll show you the whole meetup thing first. There's the art. There's one of the cool new pins she has featuring Sune in the corner there. Prizes. There will be 68 glow-in-the-dark traditional Sune pins for the first 68 people who stay till 7. Interesting that you didn't do just one more, Priscilla. Why didn't you do just one more? Imagine a Sully Super or Ultra. I'll have to have them all. It'll be a must. Raffle ticket for everyone who arrives before 7. So get there, get your place in line, figure out your number. Nice, exactly, Priscilla. Those two are so dangerous, but 68's cool. 58 raw pin protos. 58? Is that a typo, Priscilla? Why 50? That is amazing. So for us true fans who are going to be at the party, you have 58 out of the 70 tickets get a raw pin proto. That's a really good odds. That's like Parrot winning the box game odds. Not a typo. There was an insane amount just from the SDCC pins alone. Right, that's really good. There will also be 10 figures given away. We know Priscilla makes the amazing figures like her Sune and her Toratai and Shibui and Kippy and all that. And 2 water bottles will be given away at the party. Is the water bottle the same as last year, Priscilla? Or did you make a new one that hasn't been revealed yet? You don't have to answer if you're not ready to reveal. But if you guys don't remember, the awesome water bottles from last year that left you with the ability to put your sticker sheets on there. I can't take it all the way out. I'm keeping mine together until I actually put stickers on it. Maybe I'll do that before I die. I have so many things I need to work on, and then I never work on. Monster Pete said, sure, I'm going to go to SDCC when the Britline train arrives at Vegas. Well, that'll make it real quick to get over there, huh? Hey, Shep, what's up, baby? How are you? It's last year's exclusive water bottle. Awesome. So one more time, and then I want to show you all something else. Here's the graphic that Priscilla sent me about the meetup. This will go out online next week for everybody, but you get a special teaser. Big shout out to Priscilla for allowing me to reveal this. That got picked up by a number of people today and shared across the interwebs. So if you're new to the stream, if you're here watching, thank you. Make sure, hopefully we see you at the meeting, the meetup, not the meeting. That makes it sound like we're all in a... I almost said something I shouldn't have said. Makes it sound like we're all in some sort of support group. That's fine. That's okay to say that way. It's a cult. There you go, MacD. What's up, MacD? Yo, come join the cult meeting next Thursday. Priscilla's like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. So at the party, though, she also has a special surprise for us. Have you guys seen... Let's go to Twitter for this part. The meetup is always fun. Angus, I'm glad you came out. It's always good to see you. I'm sorry I didn't get to spend more time with you last year. I hope this year's a little better. I've got Priscilla's Twitter open here, showing all the cool things that she's doing for this year. But one I want to hone in on here is the mashup or the collaboration she's doing with Patrick Ballesteros. I've known about Patrick since like 2015 was the first time I met him at Emerald City Comic Con. Maybe 2014. I love his art style. Well, they're doing this amazing collaboration. She's done it once before where he draws the character's individual face, and then she puts it in the mold as she casts it. And so you get a Asune with a Patrick Ballesteros. It's a one-of-a-kind sketch, right, Priscilla? There's always name tag, Joe, for sure. It's the Sune cult sort of already there in Valor and Vellum Discord. I mean, I don't do the Discord, but I'm going to take your word on it that's the cult. But I see in these, you've got, there's a Boba Fett, there's a, is that Aang? There's a Stormtrooper, Liz Misty, Star Wars stuff. There's a Spooderman. There's I don't know who the little girl back there is, the blonde. I see a redhead or a brunette back there. I don't know what that is over here on the right. There's some cool characters in there, though. Priscilla said, yes, those are all original hand-drawn arts, like his frame minis, but inside resin instead of I think that's so cool. Alice in Wonderland, you say, the blonde. If there's ever a Sully, I'll if I have to kill someone, whatever. I see somebody in a hat back there on the right that looks like it could be Hopper from Stranger Things or maybe Indiana Jones. Can't tell. Misty said, no, I saw the one I want, just waiting to see where it ends up. Natty said, the meeting. I'm going to have to go ahead and do those TPS reports. Yes. But the reason I bring this up specifically, and we'll look back at more Priscilla stuff in just a minute, is she does have one very special set aside. That's the collaboration she did with Patrick Ballesteros. I'm allowed to show this, Priscilla? Can I show this? Or just tease it? I got to get permission from the boss on this one. Yes, you can show it. She's okay. I got to make sure. I don't want to break the rules. It is a Patrick Ballesteros and Priscilla Valor and Vellum Sune miscast that will be one of the meetup prizes. I painted and clear coated it, but you can at least see the artwork. There you go. And here is, it's a clear one, which is dope. So one of the 70 raffle tickets from the party, if you attend the meetup, you will have a chance to win that right chair. And who is that character? Anybody got any ideas on the character? Everyone should stand in a circle and introduce themselves. Oh, great. We'll all share what we ate for breakfast and one cool fact about ourselves or something we did over the summer. No, I hate those things when they force you to introduce yourself like that. If you want to introduce yourself, walk around and introduce yourself. If you don't, go sit in the corner and talk to the three people you know. There's nothing wrong with that. It's the older girl from Gravity Falls. Shep, is that politically correct to call her the older girl? Do you think she would appreciate that? I'm kidding. All right, so there it is, okay? There's the meetup. I expect to see you all next Thursday before 7 p.m. If you pre-order, I guess one more thing between that and the bag. If you want to, I do have my boarding passes available for pre-sale right now. If you want to get one of the boarding passes, the Boarding Soon to SD, featuring a brand new, never before released sticker from me. There will be 100 of these in total. Pre-orders are up now, and if you're going to attend SDCC, the best place for you to get that delivered to you would be at the meetup. But if you can't make the meetup, that's okay. I'll still meet you up somewhere and get this to you, or mail it to you after the convention. Totally your call. But the pre-orders are up for that. I've got a tweet going out literally in 1 minute that shares the info on this. So get your pre-order in and then share that tweet and let everybody know about it. That way you're guaranteed yours. However many are pre-ordered, you guys will get the lowest mint numbers. They're hand numbered 1 to 100. So if 38 of you pre-order, I'll set aside 40. I get number 5, Kelly gets number 11, the rest go to you guys. Somebody here will get number 1, somebody will get number 2, exactly like that. If you order 2, you can get 2 low numbers. Thank you, Walking Miracle. I appreciate your support. I will, and I make this very clear, very transparent on this. The goal of these stickers is to cover the printing costs, and then when I have extras, I will go out and I will get those, give those out to people who I'm telling about Nerd Unite that I want to bring in. I did lower the price on the stickers this year to just $6. So they're cheaper than before. I was doing $8 before, just $6 this year, because I ain't trying to make bank. I'm just trying to cover my costs. Payment emails did not go out yet. No. I was going to start today, and then I got behind on creating the graphic that just went out on Twitter. Let's see if it went live. So I'll start those tomorrow. There it is. There's the graphic. It's up for pre-sale. If you pre-order by Wednesday, you have to pre-order by Wednesday. You will get 2 bonus NFTs. You'll get the one that looks like the sticker, the Kiss Cut sticker that comes out of the center of the boarding pass, and you'll get the Hoot in the Nerd Unite, Welcome to Nerd Unite SD convention NFT sticker. There's a lot of words there. No, thank you, Priscilla. I appreciate you bringing that up. I definitely needed to talk about that. Okay, before we open the baggie of all the goodies here, let's do another quick perusal of Priscilla's announcements for San Diego Comic-Con, because that was kind of enough of her to send this and to let me reveal the party. Least I could do is cover some of the goodies about San Diego Comic-Con. Remember, there is and I'm saying this for myself as well. If you want to get any of her exclusives, there are signups, lotteries that you've got to go enter. So whatever you hear me say or show this evening, make sure you go take care of that. I think the deadline is the 14th. So let's go back here. There's a lot. I think the first thing were these pins. Those pins. Okay, there we go. All right, so first SDCC exclusive of these awesome new pins of her characters. There is, you check on the stickers, there's debut, meaning it'll come out at the convention and it'll be available afterwards as well, but this is the first time you can get it. There are the exclusives in the different colorways. And then there's the meetup pin. This is the one that goes to 68 of us lucky ducks. There you go. There are the forms in the chat. Make sure you fill them out before the 14th and follow instructions. Slow down and follow instructions to make it easier on Priscilla. She's got enough to do already. There's a view of one of the pin protos, the raw pin protos. So this is something that somebody might get on Thursday night. Here's the new line of pins. I really like these. Again, these are the blind bags featuring the words that were once used disparagingly towards us, and now we embrace, like nerd, weeb, dork, geek, and otaku. I've not been called a couple of those things before, but I've been called the rest for sure. Here's the rates of pulling those. It's a blind bag. Keep that in mind. So you got a 15% chance at weeb, a 24% chance at nerd. So more of us will get nerd than anything. 19% chance at otaku, 21% chance at dork, and a 21% chance at geek. And then there's a 50 of these in total will come with a pennant coupon, which means you will win this pennant right there that features like the vending machine look. Now the pennants, if you don't know, they're a fabric that you hang off the wall. It comes with the rod and the string, so you can hang, so you can put your enamel pins on there to display them. This is an exclusive that you cannot buy. You can only win it. It's the You Are What You Drink pennant. I hope I got that right, that's the right one. Dang, I really wish I could go to STCC. Would love to see the meetup. Well, Living Conundrum, we'll share some photos. We'll do our best to share some photos for sure. Then, she got these new clearish ones. I love these. Very limited. 20 pieces for the Crystal Convention Center. 13 pieces for the Crystal Gas Lamp. 22 pieces for the Crystal... Is that Ratty? What is that? Like Radisson? What's R-A-D-Y? And I'm going to feel real stupid when you tell me what this is. Isn't it cool, Angus? I really like these in the way the art shows through them. Like the shell. Gotcha. Well, hey, perfect. Some of us will be there. Maybe we can get it autographed by the shell. These are exclusives to SDCC, and I believe they're part of her lottery system as well, so keep an eye on the details. There's some close-ups showing the artwork. I love that. It looks so cool. I just got to decide which ones I want to sign up for in the lottery. They look fantastic. There will be some of her, or at least one of her exclusives will be over at booth 5037, which is $7 a pop. Another figure in the Sitting Sune series. Say that 7 times fast. I've got a few here on my desk that I've been showing off. The different colorways. There's a new one, so I'll have to scoop that up from $7 a pop. I don't know how many pieces that's limited to. And interestingly enough, in this image, I see not only our friend Priscilla and some other, there's a Barely, and there's some Funko Pops and some enamel pins, but there's also VeeFriends Hobby Box shown on there, which is very interesting. I'll have to ask Jason Sabota and the team what's going on with the VeeFriends. I would love to scoop up another hobby, but those prices are pretty high. There's going to be a chance to win a rare resin piece if you buy the Lantern Sune and or some others. Ooh, I love it. Misty is Sitting Sune complete. I am not. I need to pick up, I think there's one more I need to be complete. There's another look shared by SDCC unofficial blog of those. Oh, here we go. This has 60 figures in total. Here's some close-up looks at the Patrick Ballesteros and Priscilla mashups. Oh. Okay, the hat was a turtle. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's cool. Oh, it's a trap. I don't know who the brunette is here. She has a braided hair. I don't know who that is. I don't know for certain, but I believe $7 a pop is a solid partner buyer from us as of late. Well, if you don't know Shep, $7 a pop is they're wonderful people. I've known Jason Sabota for going on 10, 12 years now, probably. Wonderful people, and they work with Priscilla regularly, and they have all kinds of cool exclusives they carry. So definitely, they're on the approved list for us. They should be for you guys as well. There's some more of the exclusives. Oh, here's a close-up. Oh, look at all the Star Wars. There's a Luke. There's a Darth Maul. Ahsoka. There's a R2D. Oh, this the one you saw, Misty? Misty has to have this one, y'all. Oh, good. I'm glad, Shep. I'm glad. Wow. There's an R2. This is such baiting to Misty. There's a Flash. I don't know if Damien collects your stuff, but Damien Christina. But if so, he would definitely need that. Yeah, if I get it, it's yours, Misty. For the small sum of $7,000. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that to you. There's Robin Hood from the Disney Robin Hood. There's a little girl with braces. Ooh, a black and white glow in the dark with like a Grim Reaper character. Freaking cool. There's Spidey. Oh, a Yoda? Dope. Made me some in purple that I need at least one of, says Walking Miracle. Because it's your favorite color. There's some more. Wow, there's so many. Iron Giant. There's a Batman. Is that a Cody, Commander Cody? Oh no, that's Mandalorian and Grogu. I see Grogu at the bottom there. Man, Star Wars heavy. Oh, a Trapjaw. There's a Darth Vader. There's a Baymax. So freaking cool. The girl with braces, exactly. Oh, and Star Wars glow. What's up, baby?
Intruder alert.
How are you now?
Whoa.
We're looking at Priscilla's
Standing,
exclusives.
not sitting. Is Priscilla here?
She is.
Hi, Priscilla.
She sent me a bag of goodies to open up and show
Okay.
everybody, and let me reveal the details on the party next week.
That's fun.
Yeah.
We're running about 30 minutes late for our concert, so I gotta go.
Oh, okay.
But
have
I
fun.
got stuck at work. But I just want to say hi, guys. Hey,
Got the whole
Priscilla.
fam. Poor Macy's cut off.
Oh my gosh. Oh, there's Miss Macy.
She looks so tiny.
You can't see, but she has like blue tinsel sparkles in her hair. Oh, I guess you see a
A
little.
little bit.
A little. Okay. We are off, but have fun. Hi, Punked. Thank you. Okay, we'll see you guys later.
Drunk
Don't forget to
Obi-Wan.
eat dinner. Oh, you get to go to the movie.
That's right. I'm gonna go see Disclosure Day with
So
your brother.
And then we're golfing with him tomorrow. Sorry. We're golfing again tomorrow.
Sweet.
Okay.
I'm down.
Okay,
Like 4 flat tires. Love you too. Y'all have fun.
Okay, see ya.
Make sure she didn't
Bye.
act up, Mason.
Yeah, I'll try.
Mhm.
She told me I look like I'm in a gang. Said I'm gonna get shot by the other gang.
Just so you know, you're a Crip, not a Blood, in case anybody asks. She's giving me a look like, what the hell did you just say? I say stuff all the time and I get the look like, why do you even talk? They're going to see Tori Kelly. She's part of a lineup with, there's another guy headlining that I'm not familiar with. But it just so happens it's like right around the corner from our house, like 15 minutes away at this venue, the Tacoma Dome, which I've still never been to a concert. And one day I'd like to go check it out. What's really funny is Kelly's birthday, probably should have told y'all before just now, was a couple days ago. And she went out of town to go visit her dad, came back on her birthday. While she was gone, I had planned on getting her, she always wants more, instead of an item for her birthday, she would like more of an experience. And so as a good husband, I'm trying to do the right thing. And so I was like, I know she wants to go to the concert. She hadn't got tickets yet. I spent like an hour and a half doing research on it, on trying to get the best deal, best seats, all that. I was almost about to pull the trigger, and something told me, wait just a little while. And then she called, and she's like, oh, by the way, we're going to the concert on Friday. We bought tickets. I'm like, oh, that almost went bad. Thank God. She knows nothing of that blue and red. Let her be purple. I don't know how that scene... I don't think they'd care about purple. But when I went to school and where I went to school, you didn't wear either of those colors. Well, that's not true. Our school color was red, so you could get away with that. But if you're wearing the blue, and it also happened to be our rival high school, so that made that a little easier to avoid. But thank you, Chuck. I'll be sure to pass that on. Hey, what's up, Lay 7? Tori Kelly is amazing. She's on tour. Forrest Frank, that's the guy. Thank you, Lay 7. I'd give bonus points to you, but I'm not in the mode to hand those out right now. Remind me later. Drunk Obi-Wan, you get it. You understand. But the year after I graduated, my brother still went to that high school. They were not allowed to wear... they could wear solid color polos, but they had to be certain colors. And they had to wear khaki pants, and they couldn't carry a bag with their books, which already was a thing for us. And then they had to go through metal detectors. I'm so glad I didn't have to go through all that, only some of it. Okay, so we're still going through the exclusives from Priscilla, showing off some of the stuff she'll have at San Diego Comic-Con. I'll more quickly go through some of these last ones here and look for characters I like. But remember, if you're interested... Ooh, Wally, and Cap. If you're interested in these, you must fill out... Wait a minute. Oh, okay. You must fill out the form for the lottery. There's no excuse for not doing it. Do it on time. There's the links again right here. I know Priscilla already shared it once in the chat. If you're not going to SDCC and you're interested in some of this, you might be able to reach out to somebody in our community who will mule for you. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Walking Miracle. Who will mule for you, meaning they'll go get it for you. But don't abuse that, and don't take advantage of anybody, and send the money up front, and be cool about it, right? Be cool. Patrick's portion will be at his Tuesday pop-up. A Tuesday pop-up? Who does a Tuesday at San Diego Comic-Con? That's new. That's cool. Oh, here's the proto prizes for the meetup. Woo! Let's take a gander. Look at all the gold and bronze and silver. Oh, I'm gonna need one of the protos of the nerd drink. Look at those gold. I love that Sune. I want that. Oh, there's some good ones in there. There's some real good ones in there. A treasure, exactly, it does look like a treasure chest. She's also doing some exclusives for the SDCC blog, which is pretty cool. She worked their logo into there. If you guys don't know them, great info they share on SDCC every year. Oh, and any purchase at the booth while she has inventory will get one of the cleaning cloths featuring the art for San Diego Comic-Con. I've been giving away, I've been using and giving away some unused cleaning cloths from Emerald City Comic-Con, and I love these things. They're so good. I use them every day for my glasses. There will also be an LE100 exclusive convention center pennant, as well as some others. Ooh, look at that. There's the convention center across the bottom of there. That's dope if you want to put just your SDCC ones on there, or all of them, doesn't matter. There is the a vending machine one. This is a different version than the one you can win, right? Yeah, it is, because that's the debut. The other one's a full-on exclusive. Oh, that's cool. Looks like the notebook paper. It's similar to the notebook paper Post-its, but the artwork is a little different down the side there, I think. And there's the convention center at night. That's awesome. 3rd or 4th year of Patrick pop-up at the coffee shop. I did not even know that. I've missed out on that. I won't be there Tuesday, unfortunately. Oh yeah, there's the one you can only win. So it's definitely significantly different than that other vending machine one. And that's it. We're all caught up. No, I forgot. Yeah, sticker sales. There's a recession sticker sale. So if you like Priscilla stickers, you can get them for $2 each or 3 for $5. I don't know if that applies to all stickers, but you can get the details at the booth. That's a good deal. 3 stickers for $5. And, I love this one. Every day it's a new horror. If you just glance at that, it's like super cutesy, and you're like, oh, a cute dog. And then you read it, and you're like, oh, that dog is terrified of something. And you see there's hearts and a little tiny skull in the eyes. I love that. That's so good. Oh, yeah, and the Haoris. That's it, exactly. We got these cool, they're Haoris, like robes. These were very popular when I helped Priscilla out at TwitchCon last year. People love these. She sold the hell out of these things. But there's some really cool designs. This is an exclusive featuring the artwork for the enamel pin of Sune. There's the front with the tiger on. Oh, yeah. That's dope. Oh, in the back. I love it with the gold outline. That's cool. There's the front of the Sune one. Very, very cool. They were your bread and butter at Twitch. I mean, she could not keep them in stock. They were flying out of there. Oh, dope. And there's an exclusive that features 3 of... Are all 4 characters on there or just 3 of them? Is the other one around the front or something? Let's see. Can we see the front? We can't see the front. Maybe that's the surprise on the other side. All 4 are on there. Okay. What? There looks like something poking around the armpit there. Let me run my mouse up in your armpit. That looks like could be a little something there. That's cool. I love the color of the convention center art in the background. That's dope. Oh, you saw Obsession? We'll say was something, says Natty. Oh, that's fun. I wouldn't mind seeing it. I think I definitely would like to see some other movies first. Like I'm gonna go see Disclosure Day tonight, and I still need to see Toy Story 5, but I don't know when that's gonna happen. Okay, so that is the gathering, the get together, the meetup, the party, whatever you want to call it. That's going to be on Thursday. She calls it a meetup. That's the exclusives. And now let's get into the bag of goodies that Priscilla sent. I think we might see some things we've seen on screen in here. I'll be really careful when I open this not to cut anything. Absolutely, Priscilla. You've been a busy lady. I saw Supergirl. I enjoyed it, Shep. I wouldn't say, like, I'm not going to give any spoilers away. I enjoy seeing just about any movie once, right, to check it out. But I don't think that's one I would watch over and over again. I think for me, I do love a great origin story or an introduction of a character. That's more of what this was introduction of a character with some story. And I enjoyed it because I hope we see Supergirl a lot in the new the Gunn DC verse. An elegant cake, yes. Monster Pete said, I need 2 sets of stickers. I need to pay now before I ran out of money. PayPal, I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm not set up to send the link for the payment yet, Monster Pete, but I love the idea. Savage, Kelly saw it when she was visiting her dad, and she said the same thing. She said it was really, really sweet and she made her tear up. So, first thing came out of the bag, and we've got some of those fun. I wear one of these on my lanyard. It's the little emote Sune faces. Are these new ones or the same ones? I think these are the same ones. Yeah, they are. They've got like a purple enamel on the back. You can see through the package there. And then they've got the little emotes on the front there. There's the crying. There's the, is that a blinking one or just eyes closed? And then the little heart eyes. And that is paired with what is also in this bag, which is the all-purple Raw Pen Protos. And I think that says, 1 of 3 on the back. That is awesome. So if we use this as a giveaway, which we will at some point, whether that's tonight or in the future, the winner will get both of those, the actual pens and the Raw Pen Proto. for that set. That's really cool. Thank you, Priscilla, for sending that. But that's not all. We're just getting into this. We've also got, I think this is my first time to see this in person. Oh, that's right, Walking Mirror. You just said that, too. All right, we got another pin here. This one is called the Circle Back. Oh, I have seen this. Let's circle back on this later, or to this later. And it's a trash can on fire. So these are all the things that we deal with in an office, if you ever worked in an office. Let's circle back to that later. That's a fun phrase. And then look at the really cool all silver, number 1 of 3. That's the Circle Back silver plating. I love that. This could have been an email as my favorite one. I still think that daily. So often I think that. But I love it. All right, there's more. There's still more. Oh, that one says gift for Sully. I'll show that off at the end. All right, let's see what else we got here. I'm not going to look at this one all the way. I saw gold, a flash of gold. Let me see if I can get out the thing first. Okay, this is the... Oh, nice. Look at that. A sitting Sune with the gold trim. Got her fan or parasol out. There you go. That's a better view. And then the proto that goes with that, the raw pin proto, is the gold. Oh, I love that. That is a 1 of 3, or 2 of 3. Yo, Riley, what's up? Hey, Sully, do you know if it's possible to get a Saturday wristband for Hall H on Friday and also still make it to Fun Days? That is a great question, Riley, and honestly, I haven't done the camp outside for an arm band in a long time, or wristband. Does anyone here know the answer to that for Riley? That is a great question. That's exactly the kind of thing we want to cover tonight, talking about SDCC. Somebody here knows the answer. Yes, I've done it, says Savage. I will say I know this, and that is if you're going to camp out for wristbands, always better to have a group. But you will have to be there at the time the wristband is handed to you, so. Savage said yes. Have they released the procedures yet? I don't know if they've released the procedures. We're assuming it stays like it has in years past, but they might alter it. If they do, I think they'll make it very clear, and they'll post all about it next week. Savage says, from the Manchester Grand Hyatt to the Hall H line. What's beautiful about this year with Fun Days moving to the Shell is if you are lining up to try to get the Saturday wristband, you're right there next to the Shell. Savage says, and I've done from Ratty Shell to Hall H line. Have they released the Kraken yet? I'm not sure. I should know. As McCracken, I should know. Okay, here's the next. It's another set of the little emojis, but this is a different set. We've got the open eyes, we got the crying, and we've got the closed eyes. And walking miracle, there's another purple set. Oh, it's the sweating, not just closed eyes. There's the sweating. The Camp Fun Days year you did. Oh yeah, that makes sense. It's very close. Yeah. If they have you line up, there's like the convention center. Behind the convention center on the water side is usually where that line lines up for the Hall H wristbands. And then right behind that, so you're literally lined up between the convention center and where Fun Days will be, Riley Isaacs. Yeah, it's a great question. Thank you for asking that, because I'm sure that affects several people here. All right, so that we've got not 1, 2, 3, 4 separate goodies. I will randomly choose one of these. People traffic is the always at SDCC. I'm going to randomly pick one of these. I'm shuffling them. For the box game tonight, we will include. It's the dumpster or the garbage fire that says. What does it say again? Let's circle back on this later. That'll be in the box game tonight. So for those of you who know the box game, you're all set and prepped. If you don't know the box game, this is a Friday tradition. We're going to play it at 6:30, so in just about 35 minutes. Everyone who is here is going to be eligible to participate. The longer you're here, the more points you earn. I'm going to do a giveaway between now and then to give away some more points. You'll use your points free of charge to you to enter the giveaway. You can buy anywhere from 1 to 150 tickets. We'll do it like a raffle. We'll stir them all up. One person gets to play the box game tonight. That is one of the prizes that you might be able to win. Somebody is definitely winning one prize, and someone could win all the prizes. So make sure you hang out. Or if you need to go do something else, grab a bite, use the bathroom, whatever, do that and come back at 6:30. I promise you we will not start before 6:30. If anything, we'll start a few minutes after 6:30. It's currently 5:55. I didn't say Pacific, but that's Pacific time. So you have about 35 minutes before we play the box game. But leave your computer or device on so you can earn those points, which will allow you to buy additional tickets. I'll explain all the details then. It's super simple. So make sure you come back at 6:30. Priscilla was also kind enough to send this using my favorite Post-it notes. And I'm going to decide whether I'm going to show it to you or not. Savage says to Priscilla, I did not return to Fun Days after leaving, though, so I had a trustworthy friend retrieve my fribbies I missed, and I met them after wristband getting to retrieve my stuff. So definitely, again, make sure you're working with a group, both on the wristbands and if you're at Fun Days. Make some buddies, make sure you trust them, all that good stuff. I'm opening it. Priscilla sent me. I just saw the back first. The Nerd Antique Plated #1 of 3 Raw Pen Proto. Let's go! I freaking love it. Look at that. Priscilla, you know me too well. Thank you so much. Yes, I will try to accumulate more. That is dope, man. I would almost wear this on my lanyard with a locking backer, but I don't know if I want a chance losing it. I think I'll get one at the booth and I'll wear that when I get to San Diego. That is so fun. Thank you so much, Priscilla. I love that. I gotta find a way to display that. I need to rework my display stuff back here, because the Sully stuff definitely stays, but I've got enough for a whole Priscilla shelf now, I think. And I plan on getting some more this year. Thank you so much, Priscilla. Very much appreciated. Monster Pete said 2 onboard stickers and paid. Oh, he already sent the money. Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Monster Pete. Maybe that was the vibration I had on my watch. Thank you, Priscilla. That's amazing. Thank you for allowing me to tell everybody about the meetup. Thank you for allowing me to share the Patrick Ballesteros mashup figure that you'll be giving away. You think so, Linder? I don't know if I'd want to use glue, because what if I want to take it off and move it? Maybe both. Oh, of course, Priscilla, of course. I will always be one of your biggest supporters, for sure. I mean, not only you're an amazing artist, but you're such a kind person, too. You've been so good to me. Thank you for supporting me in my journey. So I think it's worked out very well. I'm hoping I end up in a spot one day where they're like, we need some artists to come in and revive some stuff here or do some cool mashups. And I'll be like, I know somebody. At my current job, I don't see that happening anytime soon, but you just never know. You never know. That's amazing. Okay, I'm putting that aside for the box game. One more reminder about the boarding pass. Monster Pete just brought that up. Thank you for that, Monster Pete. These are on for pre-order right now. Pre-order by Wednesday. That just means fill out the form. You don't even have to send money yet. I'll send an email about the money, and you can pay all the way through basically through SDCC. So once I send the email, you'll have about a week to pay. Only $6 a sticker. They're cheaper than before. And just so you have a point of reference, this is what the final product looks like. Size-wise, the boarding pass, I'm keeping the exact same setup for all of them. So there's the Emerald City Comic Con from this year. There's the TwitchCon from last year. There's the New York Comic Con from last year. I happen to be wearing the shirt of that right now. So if you've been collecting these, you can get one, of course, to just have. They're numbered in the bottom corner over there, like that one is, with a silver pen. I need to make sure I still have that silver pen. If not, order another one. I'm going to continue doing this series, so there'll probably be another New York Comic Con later this year, maybe some others. We'll see. The idea is you get kind of a memento from going to a convention, or at least, participating in it virtually or whatever. But each one also, it's not just a boarding pass. The whole thing is a sticker, but the logo itself is a Kiss Cut sticker. So on there, that has a separate line that's been cut around it, and you can peel off real easy. No, it is easy once you get it going. You can see that comes up there, if it'll focus. You can see that corner of that sticker comes up there, and you can peel off just the sticker And then you can put it wherever. Like on here, I have the New York Comic Con one on the mic. I have the Emerald City Comic Con one. And so for this one, the banner that's just like the ones you see on the outside of the San Diego Comic Con itself, that says "Welcome to Nerd Unite," will be the sticker that peels off of there. So if you want to get like one to rock, one to stock, you can peel and put it on there. I actually put the entire boarding pass as a full sticker on the outside of my carry-on luggage. So I need to actually add a New York Comic Con. I don't think I put that on there yet. Or no, wait, Emerald City. I didn't put on there yet. NASCAR said, misses some of the earlier part. Did I miss the email for the state? They have not gone out yet. I postponed because I wasn't able to advertise it fully yet. I'm going to probably start sending those tomorrow. Yeah, probably start sending those tomorrow. And I'll send out a tweet when I send out the email that says emails have been sent. That way you can keep an eye out for it. If you've got an email from me before, Sully at nerdsunite.online, you can just make sure you whitelist that wherever you have emails. In other words, if you're in Google Mail, Gmail, you can hit the star that will make it always go to inbox. Or if you're using another system, you could just look up, like, if you're using Outlook, you go Outlook whitelist, and it'll tell you how to whitelist an email so that it always appears in your inbox and doesn't go to spam. That's a good way to approach it. That way you don't miss it. All right, let's talk about SDCC. We got 30 minutes to continue to wrap on about SDCC, and I'm going to let you guys guide the conversation. There's lots of great news coming out right now. We are in that sweet spot. We'll still continue to get a lot of great news next week. Of course, there are blogs like the unofficial SDCC blog that you can go to. I, in the past, had a really good system set up for tracking everything on Twitter so that I didn't miss out on things. And I was using Twitter Pro, which was basically TweetDeck. And I would put in the keywords hashtag SDCC and then filter out some other keywords. They've since done away with access to Pro unless you pay like $40 a month for Twitter, which I don't, and I don't know many people that would. But I did put something together, and I've been tracking. So you go to hashtag SDCC latest. You can see all the latest news. And then I found a plugin, an extension for Google Mail that refreshes the page every 25 seconds, or every 20 seconds. So you can see that in the upper right-hand corner. That's called Auto Refresh Plus. Yo, what's up, Colonel Churro? How are you? What a great name. I love it. Thank you for coming by. Hit start there, and every 20 seconds, that page is going to refresh. I've just had that open while I'm working throughout the day so that I get the latest and greatest information from Twitter about SDCC. Priscilla said, you know what? I haven't seen any news about the SDCC chocolates yet. They didn't announce those, did they? I didn't see anything about chocolates. Nope. Preview night tips will be my first one. Walking Miracle, great question. If anybody else has questions, I'm going to answer this one, and then we can circle back. Preview night is kind of chaotic. It's kind of crazy. It just refreshed. I don't know if you guys saw it. I'm not hands off. It'll refresh every 20 seconds. During the day, it's new information every time it refreshes. This is just a little pro tip for you if you want to watch things next week, because you can be the first one to sign up for offsites. You'll be the first one to see information about any kind of exclusives, whatever. This is a great way to keep tabs on it. Preview night can be very hectic. It runs from 6 until 9 p.m. on the Wednesday of SDCC, right? The actual con is Thursday through Sunday, but the Wednesday night is preview night. It starts at 6. That's when the doors open. But if you are trying to go somewhere specific for a specific exclusive or to see somebody or whatever at a booth, you got to line up way earlier than that. If I don't know what Funko's doing this year, if they sometimes in the past they've used preview night as a night where they only invite like board members to come into the booth, so you may not even be able to get into the booth on Wednesday. You want to check and find out about those early. You don't need to be there at 7 a.m. to line up unless you're trying to be one of the first people at a specific booth. You can get there in the afternoon sometime and you'll be able to get in, but they will line people up first outside, then inside and up around the top. They did the board, just haven't announced winners. So doubtful that you'll be able to get into the Funko booth at all on Wednesday. Scratch that. You'll probably only be able to do Thursday through Sunday. There will be a lottery through SDCC for the chance to go to the Funko booth and probably the Thrill Joy booth, and probably many others that you want to go to. That has not launched yet. I just looked at my emails from last year and the year before, and I think it was between the 14th and the 17th. So next week at some point, we'll be able to participate in the lottery. 100 Soft is on that list. There will be booths, there will be signings, there'll be all kinds of stuff. Keep an eye on your email. And as a group here, if you guys see that those go up, let's send out the signal and let everybody know, hey, the lotteries are open. You'll get X amount of tickets per day to put in for a chance to go to those booths. But back to preview night. It is hectic. If you're trying to go in to buy something specific, make sure that it will be on sale to the public that night. Get there early. The earlier, the better. But don't waste your whole day in line either. If I'm you, I'd get there at like 2 or 3. Just FYI. And then when you get in, it's going to be crowded. Keep in mind that preview night, there are no panels, and most of the offsites are not really going yet. So anyone and everyone that has a badge will be there on the show floor. It can easily be the craziest night of all of San Diego Comic-Con. Priscilla said preview night was always my favorite for shopping non-lotto booths because the crowd was thinner than any of the other days. See, I feel like it's more crowded, but I know they sell less tickets for preview night. I didn't technically get one this year. Luckily, I'll be able to use a vendor badge to get in that evening, if all goes according to plan. So I will be there, but Kelly will not, unfortunately. Yeah, so everybody's on the floor. I think last year, because they haven't released the full schedule yet. Last year, they didn't even have Sunday panels in Hall H. So Sunday could be a little more crowded on the show floor as well. Priscilla said, I meant for the smaller booths. Oh, yeah, there you go. Smaller booth shopping. That's a good pro tip on Wednesday night. Hit the Artist Alley, hit the smaller booths. Yeah. Strictly shopping for preview night. Exactly, Drunk Obi-Wan. Yeah, it gets a bit crazy. I don't know what we won't know what the temperature is going to look like, but be prepared for it to be warm. Most likely it will be. And so if you have to stand outside at any point, make sure you got your sunscreen and your water. Those will be 2 of the most important things for you. But they do line people up inside. They'll bring you up the escalators and in a line that wraps all the way around the top of the convention center. So you'll likely be in the air conditioning for a good chunk of that, but maybe not all of it. Priscilla said, if you go for the big booths on preview night, plan on only getting to 1 or 2. I think that's fair. Punk said it's been a little hot this week in San Diego. Hopefully it cools off for you guys. I hope so. But preview night is fun. I've gone a number of times. I've worked it a number of times. I haven't had a lot of luck getting things. If you want to make your plan for anything specific, I would, make sure you're doing your research this weekend, next week. Know what the exclusives are. Know the booth numbers. Have all that information in your phone and ready to go. I got a pro tip from Matthew's Ranch that I didn't even think of, and I think this is great. He's been using ChatGPT to not only research exclusives, but also to keep track of all the information. For those of you who don't use AI or ChatGPT regularly, if you have an account, you don't have to necessarily pay, but if you have an account, it learns from you the more information you give it, right? So you could say, hey, ChatGPT, I want to start a conversation around all things SDCC exclusives. And every time you find out about an exclusive, you can plop a photo, a booth number, a link, or whatever into ChatGPT and say, make me a list of all the exclusives, make me a list of what I'm doing for each day. And every time you want to add to it, you just add to it. And she'll alter, ChatGPT, I say she, will alter your schedule or your list or whatever. And then before you go to San Diego Comic-Con or before you head to the convention, download that information to your phone. Don't count on a strong signal while you're at the convention center. It has been better over the last few years, but can still be spotty at times. They usually bring in another company, like AT&T or Verizon will bring in trucks to help boost the signals. But what if they don't, right? Spreadsheets are also a great way to keep track of the data, but you've got to make sure you're constantly updating that. And if you're not good at spreadsheets, that can be a little confusing and troublesome. Misty said, except that you might not win booth lotteries and standby lines do work. I mean, let's just say how it is. You likely will not win any booth lotteries. And if you do, great. Just assume if you won something, you're going to have to stand in line and start making plans accordingly. Nadu said we expect Sully to have a PowerPoint presentation next week on SDCC exclusives on what should... See, I'm giving you this advice, but I don't necessarily do it. I haven't seen anything that is a must-have for me yet, aside from Priscilla's stuff, which she does her own lottery. That makes it easier. Butts on things, I will definitely have to get some stuff there. I'm hoping to get into the Funko booth, but there's no guarantees there. And outside of that, there's been a couple comics I'm interested in. I'm still waiting to see what V-Friends is going to do. I definitely want to go see if they have a booth or if they're doing anything. I want to be there for that. News on that should drop next week, I bet. Misty said, I've never won a booth lottery to any booth. I don't think I have for San Diego. I take that back. I did win a signing once, which was cool. So that's another thing. When the lotteries open up, there will be a number of signings, and if you haven't been there before, Fox, I believe it is, sets up a booth in the center of the floor, and they'll have the cast members from shows or movies signing. There are also other areas where there will be signings that the lottery can get you into. Whatever you enter for, make sure you pay attention and add that to your plan so you don't miss out on your signing. There will be specific times that you'll need to be in specific places. NASCAR said have a plan, A, B, C, D, and even then just be ready to go with it when all plans fail. Absolutely. Absolutely. Make a plan, let the world laugh at you. Make 4 plans, let the world laugh at you. You're going to end up doing something different. I realized this years ago, and it still kind of boggles my mind, there's 150,000 plus people that'll be at this convention. And there will be 150,000 unique experiences for the convention. Every single person will have a unique experience, and every year is a different experience. I've had years where I spent the entire weekend in panels. I've had weekends where I spent the entire weekend in lines. I've had weekends where I got absolutely nothing. I've had cons where I got all kinds of great stuff. Don't go in with expectations other than to be flexible, be willing to pivot, and to make the best of whatever happens. You will get to see people you know. You will get to have fun. Don't overplan and make expectations that can't happen, or else you're going to have a bad time. So, Savage, I didn't technically win that signing. I got a connection for that signing. I'm not going to lie. Somebody hooked me up on that, and that was such an amazing experience. I believe they also have early screenings in the portal. Yes, I think you're right, Drunk. Make sure when you go to do the lottery, you read through all the options. And the options aren't necessarily the same for every day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because some signings are only on certain days, some screenings are only on certain days. So before you put any of your tickets into the buckets for the different exclusives and stuff, make sure you read it all carefully. Punk said, as someone who was first year last year, it's a little overwhelming, but fun. Yes, it can definitely be overwhelming, but preparation and research can be your best friend. Know everything that you can possibly know. Go in and try and be willing to pivot. And hey, you're still gonna have a good time. There you go, NASCAR. I love that. The only expectation is to have fun and be positive. Savage said, knock on wood, I always win the UCC booth, which is a nightmare. I've never been able to redeem the win because they capped the line. No matter if you won the lot. No way. I didn't know that. I've never won that booth, and there have been things I've wanted there before. I wanted to get those Upper Deck Funko cards a couple of years ago. Absolutely. I mean, Walking Miracle, at this point, I am a pro. I've been doing this for 14 years. It'll be my 14th SDCC. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. And I've gone as a fan. I've gone as press. I've gone as a vendor. I've gone as a fan again. And then this year will be kind of a hybrid for me. The only thing I haven't done at this point is go as a, what do they call it? As a pro or as an employee of SDCC. The only person I know that's gotten more badges is Tony from Hero Within, because he used to work for SDCC. Yeah, so I'm working some this year. I guess that's kind of a spoiler. And I'm mostly going for fun. I am not volunteering. I have not done that. So there's a good point, Savage. I have not done it as a volunteer. There's another one I'm missing. Oh, I love free lemonade. Punked, I cannot I cannot speak to that. All I'll say is if that company were to do something, they would probably post about it on their socials next week. If. No confirmation. No denial. NASCAR says, and wait for the portal. They still are uploading options as the days go on. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. That's a good pro tip. I wait till about 2 days prior to the deadline. They won't let you redo it because something shows up after you submit. That is a great one. I'm so glad you brought that up. So make sure that when the portal opens, you know what the deadline is. Let's say you have to have all your choices in by next Friday. Well, then next Thursday morning would probably be the best time to go in and put your stuff in there because, like I said, they may add additional signings. They may add additional booths. They may add different experiences, whatever. Yes, I have access to a vendor badge this year, yes. I have my own badge, but for preview night, I'll be using a vendor badge. Walking Miracle, good call. You knew that. I'm glad. Savage may have more than me. She says she did STCC as a volunteer in 2011. And I know you've done press, and I know but you haven't done you haven't worked a booth, right? You haven't gone as a vendor. So we're tied. I've never done the volunteer thing, but that would be good one day. Swim Dodge, 14 years of SDCC is like your annual reminder that you're a nerd with better costumes. I embrace the nerd. Portal closes Thursday, July 16th at noon. Thank you for that, Drunk Obi-Wan. Yeah, so you'll want to make sure that, I would say Wednesday afternoon is probably when you want to lock in those choices. But the portal's not open yet, right? Drunk Obi-Wan? I couldn't find any indication it was open yet. Is it open? That would be good information for people to have. I did not see an email about that. To be fair, I haven't gone through my personal emails today. It is open. Okay. Well, there you go. So there you go. Start doing your research. I've done professional. I need a vendor and exhibitor experience, please. Yeah, I mean, it could be fun. I think you'd enjoy it. The Savage. I'm. If I work for a company next year that does a booth, this will be my last year for a while probably to go as a fan, and I have enjoyed both sides of it. But that's an if. We'll see what happens. It opened yesterday or the day before. Good to know. It's been open. Thank you. I looked 4 days ago, and it wasn't. And that's when I looked at old emails. So I must have just missed the email. Exhibitor badges are $750. Easy peasy. You wouldn't wait until the day before? I don't think there's anything wrong with the day before. Gets too clogged? Well, maybe at least do early the day before. But I think I did day before last day last year, and I didn't have any problems. Yeah, but I mean, Priscilla, if she wanted one, she has to. You can't just buy one, right? Don't you have to go through somebody who has a booth to be able to get one? Like you have an allotment, right? So if you wanted to buy an additional one at that price, you could. Isn't that how that works? I thought it was. She can't just call and go, I want a vendor badge or exhibitor badge. She has to be associated with a particular somebody who has a booth or something, right? All right, I gotta open this door. It's getting warm in here. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, $750 for an exhibitor badge, it gets you in the con, and it gets you in the con early. You basically could avoid the lines if you wanted to be sketchy. I've never been. Is waiting in the queue for hours. I mean, long hours is a common. Yeah, oh, absolutely. I mean, you could call it. A lot of people joke it's like line con or whatever. But honestly, I embraced it right from the beginning when I started in 2012, and some of the best conversations, friendships that I've made over the years have come in lines. I still talk to a couple of people that I stood in my first lines with back in 2012. Every year we kind of make it a deal where we meet up and say hi at San Diego Comic-Con, and we talk to each other on Twitter throughout the year. It's always been a great experience. I always talk to somebody. I try to go out of my way to converse with the people around me to find out what they're into and learn from them and ask questions. And, every once in a while you'll get somebody who's not down to chat, but most people are because we're all into the same stuff there, especially if you're in line for a panel. Well, all the other people in line for that panel are fans of that thing too, right? I mean, never, in almost no other situation are you going to be surrounded by people who are into the same things you are on such a refined scale, like so narrowly focused? There you go. Okay, there you go, Priscilla. Of course she can buy one. Like Beyonce said, she's Karma Savage, and she's a whole lot of wow. All right, I'm not reading the rest of that. That is a 50% increase. My Hall H line group celebrates 10 years this year of getting a Group A wristband. Shout out to the good goods. That's amazing, Savage. Yeah, I mean, if you're patient, you can do so much. I'll give you the ultimate story. I don't know if anybody could beat this one. It was the year that Batman v Superman was going to be in Hall H on Saturday. So that must have been like 2015, 2016? 2015, I'm going to guess. And we knew they were going to be there in Hall H on Saturday. At that point, they did do the wristbands. They had started doing the wristbands. We didn't get them. We got in line the night before because they didn't do the wristbands the day before. They did the wristbands. No, they did. But you got them that evening. So we stood in line for the wristbands. We didn't get one, but we heard that there might be some standby opportunity as well. So we stayed in line. Me and my buddy, Steve, we stood in that line, slept overnight, and stayed in that line for 17 hours. The line system was slightly different at that point, but I know we made 17 hours. We got all the way through the tents, and we got to the front row of the tents. We were about 40 to 50 people back, and it was time for the panel to start. And it stopped moving. And eventually, we saw online, people were posting photos that the panel had started, and we realized we weren't going to get in. So a lot of other people get super pissed, and people around us did get super pissed. But we all knew going in, the deal was you're in standby and you may not get in. You have no wristband. And we were like, you know what? Whatever. We had some nice conversations with people around us. We went back to the room. We showered. This is a cool part of the story, though. You might have been, Angus. You might have been. That's so funny. Me and Steve were talking in line, and Steve said, I really hope that while I'm here this weekend, I get to run into, and I can't remember the girl's name, but it was one of the G4 people from years ago that he had a crush on. I think he was single at the time. And I was like, well, that'd be awesome. Literally, we go back to the room, we both take our showers separately, and then we leave to go to different areas. It wasn't Olivia Munn, but he has met her twice. It was a different girl from the same thing. At least twice. He might have met her more at this point. But we leave, and he goes over to Petco Park, where Nerd HQ was that year. Yeah, I had to, Priscilla, because I know this crowd. I know Nadu was already typing. And anyway, he went over to Petco Park, where Nerd HQ was having their offsite that year, and he went to get a drink. He turned around, and she was standing there. Literally after, because if we had been in Hall H, he wouldn't have had that happen. Instead, he got to meet somebody that he really wanted to meet. It worked out great. Were we a little tired? Sure. Is that what they make coffee and Red Bull for? Absolutely. We made it through the day. We got some sleep that night. We had a great con that year. It was funny. It was fantastic. Other pro tips. We got about 10 minutes before we'll launch the box game tonight, so I'm happy to answer other questions. But other pro tips, aside from having backup plans and being willing to pivot, that are so important, is keep your head on a swivel. We did sleep separately. We used to always joke, though. We'd go in the room and we'd have the two queen beds, and we'd always go, which one's for the luggage and which one are we sleeping in? Especially if somebody came to visit, because we podcasted in a room before, and we would purposely put all of our luggage on one bed just to see if somebody would say something. The magic of SDCC is that you can plan everything down to the minute, but your favorite memory will likely be something completely unplanned. 100%. Keep your head on a swivel while you're there. Don't be buried down in your phone, constantly doing stuff. There are going to be times where you need to. But while you're walking around, keep your head up and keep looking around. Because every movie star, television star, comic book artist, cosplayer, whatever from the pop culture world is there. And you do not know when you might walk right past Kevin Smith or Nathan Fillion or whoever. I literally stood almost back to back with Nathan Fillion one year and turned to the right as he turned to the left. Like my whole group was like, he's right behind you. And I'm like, what? And we're turning. And I turned around and there's Nathan Fillion. One of the multiple times I've been around him before. But you just absolutely don't know when you're going to be right around somebody you're going to love, that you want to interact with, grab a selfie with, get an autograph, whatever. If you run into them, be respectful. If you want to ask for an autograph, you can try. They may be too busy. If you want to ask for a photo, same thing. Some of them don't like to do selfies. Don't be mean. Don't be awkward. Just be like, hey, I'm a big fan. Could we do a selfie? And they may say yes or no. And if they say no, don't take it personally. But take power bank. So as far as packing stuff, the most important things that you can take with you every day in your backpack are absolutely a backup battery or a power bank, whatever you want to call it. Any cables you might need if it's not a MagSafe. I would say have multiple. Have a big one that you can charge your phone multiple times from, and then have a smaller one, like a one-shot, that just connects to your phone, or you can carry in your pocket, because you may want to go to the room, ditch your bag, and go light for the evening. You don't want to be carrying a giant power bank. So I would have at least a small one and a big one. I usually have a large one, kind of a medium, and a couple smalls, because you don't know. And I use my phone a lot during those days, right? So make sure you got that. Make sure you have a case on your phone. Make sure you have a water bottle. There's water stations throughout the convention center where you can go get filtered water. If you can get a water bottle with a filter in it, that's great too. I have one of those. Deodorant. People love to joke about it, but there's a lot of stinky people there. If you get up every morning, take a shower, put your deodorant on, and you don't stink, great. If you know you're probably going to stink, carry the deodorant or some spray or something. Make sure you take sunscreen if you're going to be in line for long periods of time. A small bottle that you can get in the travel section at Target, take with you. Have that in your bag. You can put it on your face and your neck, whatever, to make sure you don't burn. If you're going to be standing in lines for a long time, get you one of those little pop-up chairs that you spin out of the circle, or the little camping chairs. It's like a little trifold jobber, because sitting on the concrete of the ground can be a little much at times. I was just talking about this with Savage on Twitter. Make sure if you're a collector, you've got top sleeves, top loaders. You've got comic book backs and boards. You've got pop protectors. Those fold flat and can go in a bag real easy. They're not very heavy. Take several with you. You never know when you or a friend are going to need them. If you collect comic books, get you something like this. Maybe not this bulky, because this is pretty big, but I've got this. This is a great way to get your comics and make sure that they're kept in good condition, so that you can carry them around. They make some of these that only will hold like 5 to 10. Look, I keep my pop protectors. I keep some in there so that I can carry them with me and keep my stuff with me. Poster tubes are great, but poster tubes are a pain in the ass. So here's what I do. Get you a poster tube from something you had delivered, or a cheapie. It can be any size, really, right? Grab something like this. It's a cheapie, but it'll do a good job of keeping something from getting damaged. Get your, whatever the largest bag you're going to carry on the plane with you, or check. Put it in diagonally in the bag and cut it to that length. You don't necessarily have to have a 36-inch tube or a 24-inch tube. Just something big enough to carry a full-size poster, right? So 25 inches will get the biggest one. Put it diagonally in your suitcase. Fill it with socks and whatever else in the center of it, and then you're not wasting any space. You get there, you go to the con. If you want to carry it around with you, can, but it's kind of a pain in the ass. At the end of the day, when you get your stuff back to your room, if you need the poster tube, great, put it in there. If you don't need it, at the end of your trip, throw it away. Or if you want to spend $30-40, you can get one of those clear plastic ones with the handle on it or whatever. I think they're overkill, but you do you. Hand sanitizer is great, especially if you're going to be shaking hands, touching people. Wash your hands every time you go to the bathroom. Use the hand sanitizer. Try not to touch people or things. Don't touch the escalator handles. Don't touch door handles in the normal spot. I always reach high on the doors to pull if I can, or like I'll use my shirt to do the door handle. Take vitamins. They're those great gummies. They look like actual gummy bears. I forget what they're called. Is it Goli? We carry those in a bag every morning. Take your vitamins. It'll help your immune system. Drink lots of water. That'll help your immune system. Do those things every single day, non-stop. You should be going to the bathroom several times a day. If you're not drinking enough water. Pens and Sharpies, yes. If you want to get autographs, I highly recommend you carry around some of these. They're great for autographs. Normal Sharpies are okay, but they don't look great on everything. Bright, vivid colors look great. Get new ones. Make sure they're already started. Open it up. Get the ink going so that you can already see the ink on the end like that. Make sure that you shake them and test them a couple of times. Airborne would also be good. You really, you can, I guess, overdo it, but I take gummies, vitamins every morning, and then I, what was the other thing? Oh, zinc. I take zinc pills as well. Bubba James with the sub, 43 months. Thank you, Bubba James. Suitcase Tetris after SDCC is a talent. 100%. What's up, Nachi? How are you? If you're going to buy a bunch of stuff and you can't get it home, carry it home. If you don't want to put it in checked luggage, if you don't want to fit it in your carry-on or whatever, you can ship stuff home. Don't ship it from the convention center. It'll cost you hundreds of dollars. There are places in the Gaslamp and further, the further you go, the cheaper it's going to be probably, where you can go and ship stuff home. If you're really smart, I used to do this working at Funko because we had access to shipping labels at like pennies on the dollar. You could create some labels in advance to ship stuff home and then use those when you're there. You can guesstimate the size and weight of a box, right? And then if you don't use it, you can get a refund. But you could save yourself a lot of money that way. I used to send shipping labels to the booth when I worked at Funko, and then anything we needed to bring home, I had like at least 4 labels that would cover 25 pounds. And I would put those on boxes and ship it back. Then all you have to do is drop it off at a location. But if you have to go to the FedEx booth at SDCC, have them box it, and put the label on, you're going to pay like $100 to get a small box home. It's ridiculous. Or if you got a friend that's local in San Diego or drives, then you can go about that as well. You can go about that way. Is there a UPS at the Hilton Bayfront? Super pricey. Yeah, if it's too close to the convention center, it's going to be super pricey. I highly recommend you go out into the Gaslamp, away from the convention center, find a place, pack it yourself, save some money if you can. I know Manchester Grand Hyatt has a FedEx in there. They're incredibly expensive as well. Yeah, you can do prepaid labels, and if you don't use it, you can get a refund. I use Pirate Ship. Wonderful site. You can go in there, you can guesstimate a box size and a weight. You can utilize it to send it home. If you don't utilize it, you can ask for a refund. They eventually get it to you. It is a business expense. That doesn't mean it's free. A lot of people think that means it's free, but it is a business expense. All right, it's almost time for the box game, but we have a good conversation going here. Does anybody else have pro tips on things you should carry? Oh, sunglasses are good. Make sure you got sunglasses. Things you should carry. Oh, your lanyard, your own personal lanyard. If you're going to be, you want to show off your fandom or your pins or whatever. Don't forget your enamel pins. Make sure you get them off your pennant, then put them on your lanyard to take. Fans are good if you're going to be standing in line. Priscilla's made some wonderful fans. She'll probably be selling some in her booth. But you can get some wonderful fans. Your biggest fan. And to keep you cool in the lines. Blocked and unfriended. If you're wearing new shoes, yes, that's a great one, NASCAR. New shoes are great. Inserts are great. Make sure you break them in before you go to Comic-Con. Wear them around the house, to the mall, wherever you're going next week, and break them in. Take 2 pairs of tennis shoes and alternate. Don't wear the same pair of shoes every day. She'll have fans for $10. 100%. There we go. I was in Bridgerton. How did you not know? You didn't catch my role in Bridgerton? I watched all of that show. Those are the greatest pro tips I can think of. There are some wonderful articles on our friend Tony has Crazy for Comic-Con. Google that. He's got some great articles on there. I'm sure that the unofficial SDCC blog has shared some great stuff. Parks and Cons. They do a wonderful job of making video series of all the pro tips. You should watch those. Walk-in Miracle, with it being your first one, I would watch all of their videos. Real unique pro tip that I've learned from and actually works. Oh yeah, I brought up the small chair, but that is a great one, Tech, for sure. You can get those little circle disc one that you kind of spin out, or the little 3-arm camping jobbers with the little cloth hammock thing across the top there. Are great. Here's a weird pro tip. When you're walking around, I said keep your head up on a swivel, but also look down. and check the floor for tickets. You know those little tickets that you get like at a carnival or whatever, or like old school movie tickets? If you find one of those on the ground, pick it up. Keep it. There's a room where you go after panels. They'll give you tickets for swag sometimes. And you can go to that room and they'll say purple ticket with a star goes here. Blue ticket with an eagle goes here. Yellow ticket over here. And you can get stuff. I have found tickets before and gone into that room at the end of the weekend and gotten free comic books and posters and all kinds of stuff. It's so easy for people to drop those tickets. So make sure you look for those tickets. Eat before going in. You'll need the fuel. Oh yeah, take protein bars. Take you want things that'll give you sustainable energy that aren't full of sugar if you can. Protein helps keep you from being hungry all day, but you don't want anything that melts. Preferably nothing with chocolate in there if you can avoid it. There's a number of great bars, protein bars you can get, or like the bags that have the mixed nuts with a few M&Ms or raisins. Those are good too. Carry those with you. Make sure you have snacks because you never know when you'll be trapped for hours. The food's expensive and it's often not good for you. Don't scan random QR codes. That's a huge one, NASCAR. Do not scan random QR codes. If you go to somebody's booth and they have a thing up that says if you're going to pay me, you can scan this QR code, that's one thing. But if there's just a poster on a wall or something on the ground, don't scan it. That's a great way for somebody to get access to all your personal information, especially if you're an NFT collector. They can clean you out. Don't do that. Do not do that. If you're going to scan a QR code for a free NFT, make sure you have like it's not going to be a thing this year, but make sure you have like an account that you wouldn't mind getting hacked, you know? If you got a ticket or something important, you can also slip it into your badge. That's a great pro tip, Priscilla. I do that behind the badge, or I'll put them in my wallet a lot of times as well. PB&J is great. We used to go every year. We'd get there on Monday or Tuesday. We'd go to Ralphie's. We'd stock up on all our groceries for the room. And then every morning we would get up and make PB&J sandwiches, and we make smaller bags of chips. We'd have a water bottle for sure so we could refill. And I could stay in Hall H every day with only going to the bathroom. And plenty of food, plenty of snacks. Some Dodge events. I feel at these annual Comic-Cons, wallets disappear faster than half of the Avengers with 150,000 people. That's a lot of money. You know, I've not heard of a lot of theft over the years, if that's what you're implying. But absolutely, people, that happens. And people, you drop it, you reach into your pocket and accidentally knock it to the floor. Your phone drops out while you're sitting, etc. Check your. I have a policy. My right pocket is my phone. My left pocket is my wallet and keys if I need them, but while I'm there, I don't need them. And so every time I get up, I tap both pockets. Every time, tap both pockets. Check your bags and make sure they're zipped up all the way, that they're not open and stuff's gonna fall out. Poor Steve years ago, he had a really heavy keychain he got. He put it on his bag. It slowly pulled the zipper down, and as we're walking down the sidewalk, his iPad fell out and cracked the glass. He has the worst luck. I hope it's gotten better. Make sure you check your bags. Some people will print out their schedules and maps and tape them into a poster tube so it's easy and quick reference. Super smart. Having it on your phone's great, but you're going to drain your battery that way. Having a printout means you don't have to worry about it. And what if your phone dies? Snacks and water? Absolutely. Boba James says, looking forward to NYCC. They'll got a big dog badge. What does that mean? There's like a super pro get to front of line badge? The self pat down, absolutely. Linder, that was display pen last year, but I haven't heard about wallet thieves. Yeah, I haven't heard about that in the past, but it happens. I know it happens. Oh, there's a VIP. Very cool. I didn't know that, Boba James. That's cool. Okay, gang, we're going to do the box game, and then we can continue this conversation, but I know there's people that were coming back around, and we've gone past our time, so let's get on with it. We have a wonderful new prize from Priscilla. I'll show that in a moment, but for those of you who may be lurking, it is time for the box game now. I'll get this out in Phantom so you see that it's time for the box game. I will explain it in detail, but if you have questions, please ask, because we will help you here. We're not going to tell you you're stupid for not knowing something you've not participated in before. If we do, I'll just ban that person, and then you'll have front of the line access. So the box game, I have 5 prizes, which I'll show you in a minute. I got 5 boxes. I'm gonna take each of the prizes, and I've already written out a Post-it note that shows the name of the prize on there. I'm gonna put those randomly into these boxes. You'll watch me do it. I don't know what's in each box. You're going to use your Sully Bucks, which you earn by watching the stream, absolutely free. I said I was gonna do another giveaway. I tell you what I'm gonna do, because we got people right here and right now, and I want people to be able to participate. I'm gonna give everybody who's here 100 Sully bucks. You can use them now, or you can save them for next week, whatever you want to do. But 51 of you just got 100 points. That's at least 10 tickets. That's a 10. So you can use your points to buy tickets into this game. It costs you absolutely nothing. Each ticket is 10 points or Sully bucks. Those are the same thing. You can buy anywhere from 1, which you can win off 1 ticket, all the way to 150 tickets if you're a big dog, as Boba James put it. If you're a VIP, if you've been here a lot, you can buy 150 tickets. But people have won off of 1 ticket. Sneak one. You're very welcome. The only rules I have, 2 mainly. 1, if you win, I only ship to U.S. addresses. You can live anywhere in the world, but when it's time for me to ship, if you win and you give me your address, you got to give me a friend's address in the U.S. or a reshipper or a freight forwarder, as I heard someone else call them. That's on you. I don't set that up. That's not me. I'll pay for the shipping to a U.S. shipping address. I'm not paying for it out of the country, and I'm not filling out forms. I hate that. 2, if you win, I'm going to tell you when the entry period is. This parrot here. When the entry period is, when it's going to end. When it ends and I choose a name, you got 2 minutes to tell me you're here, what box number you want, and what prize you're hoping to win. If you don't tell me in the 2 minutes, we re-roll for a new name and we don't go back. I will hunt you down at SDCC. Please do. Okay, let me show you the prizes and then we'll get you guys in. First, I have an unopened box of, this is a blaster of V-Friends. If you win this, you will get 1 pack out of this box. I'll open it and you can tell me which pack you want. That'll be yours. You get the contents of that pack. This is where it's at right now, kids. Second prize, Topps Chrome Deadpool. Possible autographs and all kinds of other good inserts in here. These boxes have actually gone up in value. I think a pack on average is probably at least $6 or $7 now. If you win this, you get 1 pack out of there. I've got a 2019 fall exclusive Mandalorian. One of the OGs, one of the early ones. I bought that. It's not fake. I bought that. I carried it around. I got it home. Then, just introduced tonight, for those of you who just came in, Priscilla sent me a wonderful bag of goodies. You're going to get this combo that comes with this awesome pin. This is the circle back pin. It says, let's circle back on this later, with the garbage can on fire. And the Raw Pen Proto Silver. As well as, it's a prize pack. It can't just be 2 things. As well as, why don't we toss in one of the temporary tattoos of the Emerald City Comic-Con art? Why don't we toss in a sticker from the Emerald City Comic-Con art? Why don't we toss in, she's got new ones for San Diego, but she gave me some from Emerald City Comic-Con. We'll toss that in there as well. What else I got in here? Ooh, is that my last sticker sheet? Let's do it. Let's do it. The very last Butts on Things Sune collaboration sticker sheet will also be part of the prize pack. And do I have anything else I could put in there? Now, let's stop right there with that. Oh, wait. Nope. Let's stop right there. I gave away, I think the last 2 or 3 weeks is all Priscilla prize packs, but that's a lot of stuff. So you'll get that. That's the Priscilla prize pack if you win. And last but not least, this is the one you probably would love to have a shot at. It doesn't look like much. It's a Bitty Pop. It's very small. It's a Spider-Man blind bag. If you win this one, you tell me which of these you think it is. I'll give you a chance to peruse and look at the list. You pick one. We open it. If you're wrong, you still get the Bitty Pop. If you're right, you get all the prizes. The complete Priscilla prize pack, the Bitty Pop, the Big Pop, a pack of the Topps Chrome Deadpool, not the whole box. A pack of the V-Friends Topps Chrome Series 2, not the whole box. But you get all those prizes. That's like at least $3 or $4 million in prizes, give or take $3 or $4 million. That could be yours. I have not opened up the giveaway yet, but I'm about to. Let me just find that screen. While I'm doing that, don't forget to sign up for your free NFT tonight. Don't forget to pre-order your boarding passes. Pre-order by Wednesday, you get 2 free NFTs. Box game giveaway, here we go. 7 minutes on the clock starting now. If you're new, to enter, first check your points. Exclamation point points in the chat. On Twitch, exclamation point points. Swim Dodge just did it. That's how you know how many you have. It came back and said you have 513 points. I'll use you as an example. You can buy 1 entry for 10 points. You have 513. The maximum number of tickets you could buy tonight would be 51. You got to do that math. You could also type in exclamation point enter max or exclamation point enter min, and it will do that appropriately. Uh-oh, Parrot's in. Watch out, everybody. Caveat, and I put this out there last week. If Parrot wins again, I'm going to have a strong conversation with Stream Elements. I don't know how. It may have to be smoke signals because I don't know how to get a hold of them. But if Parrot wins tonight, we play the game as normal, and then we do it again with a non-Parrot version. I just wasted my points. No, you did not. It's not going to happen again. As much as I love the Parrot's been winning, and congratulations, that's awesome. It's the RNG. It's not happening tonight. Somebody else is going to win. I'm sorry, Parrot, but Parrot is in there, so that's good. Good luck, everybody. All right, here we go. I'm going to refresh the page. This is I got it up here so those of you who watch on mute will know we're doing this. 25 people are entered already with 1,621 tickets have been purchased already. You guys have 7 minutes while I load the boxes to get your tickets. I will recap the prizes again momentarily. Let me get the post-it notes in there first. Again, at the end of 7 minutes, we're going to roll this thing. You have to be here. If your name is chosen, you have to say, Sully, I'm here. I want box number. You tell me the box number you want. And I hope to win. And you tell us what you hope to win. Falconer, I don't know if you recap the prizes, but I'll recap them again here if that's going to be helpful. First, we got the Deadpool Topps Chrome Pack. There's the post-it note that I'm going to put into one of the boxes. I'll show the prizes again in a minute as well. We got a Spider-Man Bitty Pop with the big plus, meaning if you get that one, that's the bonus game. You could win one of everything, or all the prizes. We got the Mandalorian Funko Pop. That's a 2019 Fall Convention exclusive. We got the Priscilla Peepee. That's prize pack for those of you who don't know who have dirty minds. And we've got the VeeFriends Topps Chrome Series 2 pack. And if you want, we can open the packs here. We don't have to. Let me load up the boxes. The maximum ticket that anyone can get is 150 tickets. So 1,500 total Sully Bugs. I can tell you, we have tested this, watched this, seen it happen. Sometimes a whole bunch of people bought 150 tickets and somebody who bought one ticket won. It does happen. Falconer, thank you so much. I am putting these Post-its in the boxes, but I am not looking to see the box number or the associated Post-it. I did see what was written on that one, but I didn't see what box I put it in, so. Putting them in the boxes. If you have any questions, now is the time to ask Swim Dodge Vince. By the way, that was a great question. Thank you for asking. We need to live in a world where it's safe to ask questions when we don't know. And no one should call you stupid or make fun of you. Part of my job every day is to watch comments on social sites. And I am not hesitant to go in and delete, ban, hide, whatever. I don't mess around with that. We need to live in a society where we help one another. Okay. I'm trying to make sure this one sticks without looking. Where's the sticky? There it is. Okay. Probably going to fall anyway, but... All right, the boxes are loaded. But let me show the prizes one more time. Let's refresh this and see where we're at. We're almost at 4 minutes. We still have 3 minutes. We're up 34 people, 2,474 tickets. Priscilla's prizes brought the numbers up. I love it. All right, one of the prizes, a Topps Chrome Deadpool pack out of this box. I think only one pack's been pulled so far. There's chances at some cool variant cards, autographs, all kinds of stuff in there. You get one pack of Topps Chrome Deadpool. Unopened box of VeeFriends Topps Chrome Series 2 from our good friend Gary V. Well, I bought them, but he made them. You get one pack out of here. Your choice of which pack. We got the Mandalorian Fall Convention exclusive Funko Pop. I purchased, got it myself, brought it home. We've got the Priscilla Prize Pack, which now features the Butts on Things Sune collab sticker sheet, the cleaning cloth, temporary tattoo, and sticker from Emerald City Comic Con, as well as a beautiful set, enamel pin, and the raw silver proto for the, let's circle back around on this later. You'll get all that as part of the prize pack. And finally, last but not least, we got the prize with the bonus game. We got the Bitty Pop. If you win this one, you tell me which of these you think it is. We'll open it. If you're right, you get all the prizes that I mentioned. If you're wrong, you still get the Bitty Pop. I ship it to you at my cost. You don't have to pay anything for shipping, as long as you're shipping to somewhere in the U.S. as I'm shipping to somewhere in the U.S. All right, we're at 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Does anybody have any questions? Now would be a great time. We will have another stream next Friday, another box game next Friday. I'll answer more SDCC questions after the box game and next Friday. I'm on Twitter all the time, and I would happily help anyone who has questions about SDCC or anything at SDCC. If I don't know, we'll find somebody who does. What's up, Booga? How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. If I missed a question, please repost it in now. I see Collecting Cali has 2 tickets. I love the underdog. Collecting Cali, I'm here for you today. When I first called out Parrot a couple weeks ago, Parrot won, so maybe that was just a good luck. Gaming for her, 21. Let's go, homie. Monster Pete, 43. NASCAR, 10. I like that game. I like that game, NASCAR. Angus Maximus, 89. 10. Not 89. 10. That was the end of his name. Anybody got any questions? Now's a great time to ask them. We got 30 seconds left for you to enter the box game. The chance to win fabulous prizes bought by me and or provided by Priscilla. Uh-oh, Gaming for her just upped it a notch. I can't see the refreshed number, but too many tickets. So you must have 150 now. Or you spent all your points. I don't know which, but one of those. All right, 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Make sure you get your ticket. I am closing the giveaway now. Linder snuck in 1 there. Let's get a drum roll in the chat. Misty's kicking it off. You got the drum roll emote. Go ahead and drop it in there now. Let's see him bounce on that screen. Let's go. Bounce with it. Bounce with it. There's some glowing lanterns, some paper lanterns. We're picking the winner in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the winner is Misty 121. She called it that she wanted the Mandalorian early. Will she get it? Holy moly, it was not Parrot. I'm sorry, Parrot. I was rooting against you. But Misty wins. First time in a long time for Misty. My mod, wonderful human being. Misty, you know the drill. I know you're here. You already said OMG. I don't have to set the timer. I love that. Congratulations, Misty. So which box? And Parrot said GG's. I love it. Thank you, Parrot. Box 3, she knows how to do it. And the Mando. All right, so box 3 is your prize that you won. And if we wanted to, we could just open that right up and show you. But how much fun is that? Let's set it over here with John Nolan, the rookie, who, oh, by the way, the rookie panel at SDCC is going to have, like, the whole cast again. Last year it was just Nathan and the show producer. This year, the whole cast. Also, a Spaceballs, the panel. They better call it Spaceballs 2, the panel at SDCC. If they don't, it's a missed opportunity. Well, we're not going to show you yet. What we're going to do is go through the boxes that you did not win first. And please don't let any of these be Mando. I want the pop to go to Mando. Here we are, to Misty. Box 5 is the first prize you didn't win. I did the art on the wrong side of the box. So we spin it around there. There's the Post-it. V-Friends Topps Chrome Pack. I know Misty collects V-Friends now. She wouldn't have minded that one, but that's no Mando. That's no fucking Mando. All right, prizes you did not win. Let's go box 1. Another prize you didn't win. Oh, bad spin. Let's give it a good spin. Ooh, almost nailed it. Another prize you did not win. Don't be the Mando. Don't be the Mando. Don't be the Mando. Ooh, the Priscilla Peepee. Still a 33% chance. You still have a chance at the Biddy Pop game where you could win it all. So you got basically a 66% chance of still winning the Mando. The math doesn't work, but you get my point. Let's go. 2 prizes you did not win. I'm going to leave it Texas versus 3. Let's go to box 4. So you're saying there's a chance. Box 4 is another prize you did not win. These Post-its are garbage. They've each been used like 3 times max. Spider-Man Biddy Pop. We're a 50-50 chance you can't win it all. The Biddy Pop is off the table. 50-50 chance. The same thing that's happened the last few weeks. Mando is on the table, but also Deadpool. It's Deadpool versus Mando. I hope it. I hope it's the Mando for Misty. In the box game, here's a prize you didn't win. John Nolan was keeping it company for you. Does Misty get it? A 50-50 chance. It doesn't get any closer than this. Is it Mando for Misty? Don't forget to pre-order your boarding soon passes before Wednesday. Support me, please. Thank you. Here is your prize, Misty. Oh, the freaking Post-it adding to the drama. Hey, for Misty, it's Amanda! Let's go! Yes! It worked out. She stuck with box 3 like she should have. Let's go! That's awesome. Oh, that's so great. Not rigged, but you can drop the rigged emotes if you want. Box 2 is a prize you didn't win. Another Post-it that failed miserably. It was the Deadpool Topps Chrome. Misty got the Mando as God intended. After weeks of flirting with Parrot possibly getting it, it goes to Misty. I love it. It's what a story. I can't wait to watch the movie about this. Who's going to play Misty in the movie? Misty Juan 21. I could just ship that and put in your boarding passes. I'm assuming you ordered some. I think she said something about 21. We'll make sure she gets 21 and a Mando. Sneak I almost said, don't ask me to hand it to you at Comic-Con. Nope, not happening. I'll do sticker deliveries at Comic-Con, but you guys have no idea how much other crap I'm in charge of. That ain't happening. Now, I got to do shipping this coming week of all the prizes. I want to get this stuff out of here so you guys have it. Liz Misty, congratulations. Thank you for being a mod. I wish I could just pay you for those things anyway, but look at how it worked out. Look how it worked out. That's awesome. Congratulations. 656. Do we have any more SDCC questions? If not, while we're waiting, you guys can still ask questions. I'm going to grab a box of V-Friends and we're going to crack them. We're going to go with a blaster today. I did find, believe it or not, I've still been shopping and I found more boxes. So I'm up to 5 boxes of Mega and 7 boxes blasters for future streams. It is near impossible not to crack these during the week. But I've done it because I want to open them with you guys. Valorant Vellum, we have not really chatted about it because she was at camp all week. She just got back yesterday. She had a wonderful time. And all the announcements were just made. So I'll share with her next week. And she'll want some butts on things for sure. I know a shop in Bothell that has Mega, Blaster, and 1 hobby. Ooh, if the hobby is not over $300, I would consider it. But if they're selling Megas at $60, I want them. Living a conundrum. In Bothell, you say. I'm headed up that way for the movie tonight. Unfortunately, they'll be closed, but I can get Brian to check. Can you message me the shop name? That would be helpful. I'm not gonna do the gloves tonight, or should I? Because they've been good luck. They weren't good luck the first week. They were good luck this last week. And we'll go without tonight. Misty, I got some lotto tickets I'd like for you to look at. I threatened a guy not threatened. I told a guy on Twitter, because he had such amazing luck with his V-Friends. I'm like, I'm going to ship mine to you. I need you to open them. If anybody didn't know what V-Friends are, I get this question all the time now. Like, what are these things and why are you so into it? The very short version, the elevator pitch here. Gary V, who I believe in as an advertiser and a mentor, even though he doesn't know me, is just an incredibly intelligent man who's invested in and created some wonderful things over the year. He can see around the corner. He can see things before they happen. He decided to make his own characters. He started his own company with his own IP, and this is part of that. There are over 200 unique characters based around positivity and fun and being kind to one another, which I also love. And this is the second year they've done Topps Chrome. And in some of these packs, there's some amazing possibilities, including sketches and different exclusives and autographed cards like that, and manga versions of characters like that, and just a ton of stuff. There's things like a one-of-one Mr. Beast signed out there somewhere that might go for hundreds of thousands of dollars. There are one-of-one cards for every card in the deck. There are so many possibilities. The blaster that I just opened is the least expensive entry point. You can get those for $29.99 if you can find them at retail. And guaranteed in there, you're going to get 4 yellow refractors. But you can pull all that other stuff, pretty much all that other stuff that I was just talking about. Here's what the cards look like. This is the Confident Cobra. Originally, he drew these as little sketches. I'm going to try not to spoil the next card. He drew these as little sketches that look like that, and then artists have glammed them up, given them a glow up over the years to make them look better. Oh, thank you, Bubba James. I always forget that. Liz Misty, #1. Okay, there's the first card. It's just a standard base card. Second card is the Sensitive Centipede. It's a VF, meaning a V-Friends first Topps Chrome card. That's a rookie card. Oh, our first yellow refractor variant is the Bashful Blobfish. This is a good hit because this is Gary's son's favorite character. So that one's pretty sought after. That's awesome. And our last card there is the Keen Kingfisher. There are 8 packs with 4 cards each in this box that I just opened. I'm hoping for a sketch card, an autograph, an erupt, or any of the variants. I have not pulled a single Black Cat yet. I'm hoping we break that streak tonight. Black Cat is kind of their mascot. We got the Glowing Glowworm, first V-Friends Topps Chrome. We got the Turnt Tick is a popular character. Not to brag, but I pulled a neon black. Come on, Living Canada. Congratulations. Yeah, Valor and Vellum. I mean, these aren't athletes. These aren't, the world doesn't select who's the best. The fans do. And then if they've had a comic book or there's a number of ways they can kind of gain popularity, then yes, they can go up in value for sure. Another of the gold, or the yellow refractors, we got the Sensible Sommelier. And last but not least in this one, I don't think I've pulled this one yet. The Calm Clam. No, I do. I remember commenting on the Closed Eyes. I have pulled the Calm Clam before. Last week I pulled that autograph card. Wow. That one and a numbered to 25 orange. Wait, 25 or 75? No, numbered to 25. I can comp that at like 40 or 50 bucks on that one. But out of that one $60 box, I pulled about $450 worth of cards out, which is pretty sweet. Pretty awesome. And the autograph card was a number 5 of 5, which is also in the community. 5 is the lucky number and very highly sought after, which is another reason why it speaks to me. We got the Humble Hedgehog, not a Topps First Chrome, but still a great card. Oh, I love this one. Probably my favorite named card. It's hard to read, but it says, the name of the card is Your Poor Relationship with Time is Your Biggest Vulnerability. That's hilarious. That's the Topps First Chrome. Gary B, named after Gary V, another of the kind of big hits, even for a base card in this set. And the Productive Puffin. I definitely did not have this one. Productive Puffin. All right. The bookend, yeah, exactly. The 5/5. I could have sworn that the first night you opened packs, there was a Black Cat. Nope. No, I have 0 Black Cats. I've not pulled a 1 in any of the V-Friends products that I've opened. Right? Isn't it awesome, Swim Dodge Events? I'm so happy for. There's another card you'd like. I don't know if you've pulled it yet. It starts with the World. Yeah, I like the World one. I have that one. Monster Pete, I don't know. They've had them the last 2 years at New York Comic Con because New York is home base for Gary V. So I would imagine we'll get another of the Jolly Jackos in a different variant, or hopefully another character. I would love it if it was Impeccable in Osternet. That's my character. Kindred Kangaroo, Topps First Chrome. Driven Dragon. This one's interesting. This is the base version. There is a variant version. You got to look at that flame. If it's green or purple, you've got one of the short prints. This is not a short print. I'm still hoping to pull one of those. We got the Logical Lion. And last but not least, hey, let's go. We called it out tonight. First Black Cat. Now, I wish it was a numbered or something, but still, finally got a freaking Black Cat. My first one. Let's go. Finally. They opened some packs the other day. There's a new drop, some new cards, the Sapphire, which is, they look like these, but they come on even fancier card stock with extra shine, and there's some different variants. In the main first drop that they did from Gary V on Whatnot, they gave away some of the packs of the Sapphire. And in one of theirs, they pulled a card numbered to 5, Black Cat. I think they estimated the value at $9,000. But Tech had some good luck too. Tech had some good. I've won a number of times this week again off of the V5. I won twice on that Sapphire stream. I won 2 separate Sapphire cards. None of them were super limited or anything. But hey, another Blobfish on the night. But I continue to win on their Whatnot streams, and I highly recommend you guys jump in on them. Blobfish, Optimistic Otter. Hey, look at that! Back-to-back otters, including the yellow refractor variant. I guess I am the parrot. And, oh, the Serious Sperm Whale. He doesn't look serious. He looks extremely goofy, happy. But he is the Serious Sperm Whale. And we got another of the yellow refractors. I've got a nice stack going of the refractors now because of all the blasters that I've opened. And I've done a little trading. What do the backs look like? That's a great question. So the back of every one of the standard cards features the original artwork from Gary Vee. So when he first sat down, he just cranked these out real quick. He's not an artist. He just drew them out, gave them a name. Since then, he's worked with artists who have all brought those to life in different ways. One of the artists, DJ Kaufman, I met at Emerald City Comic Con this year. Super nice guy. And I can show you in a moment. He signed and sketched on one of my comic books for the Notorious Ninja. Absolutely. And each one comes with a little story about him as well. My vision's pretty bad. I can't read that without my glasses. But it tells you, like, basically about that, their competitive advantage of each of the characters. And they're all positive stories. Almost all. Yeah, it's really fun. There's a number of reasons why I believe in this project. Kelly was asking me last night, why are you going so hard on this? And I've said so many times to everybody, like, this is the first time since 2012, 2013 Funko that I've felt like this is the thing I want to invest my time and money into, because I believe this to be a 5, 10, 15, 20 year project that will continue to evolve and grow because of what Gary and his team is putting behind it. They do have a TCG, but this is not a TCG. They have their own TCG, and in fact, at San Diego Comic-Con, they're having a tournament there with their TCG game. Exactly. Tech's got it. Candid Clownfish tops first chrome. Profound Possum. Let's do the Pokemon thing and show. We'll leave the slot that might have the really good card. The Resident Red Devil. Love this one. Another of the more popular characters. And last but not least, oh, the Charming Cheetah. This is what they call the color match, because he's yellow and he's on a yellow card. And that looks really sharp. That looks so nice. You want to keep an eye on these because some of these do come numbered. You got to look down in the corner. It could be a numbered card. That one is not, but that's a beautiful, beautiful card. Love the color match. Let me conundrum Sully. I recently picked up a hard case off Amazon to put all the cards in because I bought a bunch of boxes and I hate having them loose on my desk after they've been opened, even in sleeves. I'm still researching like what I want my solution to be. But right now I'm working on stacks, and I've got almost everything in penny sleeves that isn't a base card. But I'm going to figure out a solution. Second week in a row for me to pull the Conviction Cockroach. Tops V-Chrome's first. I'm not a fan of this one, but there are some people that love the cockroach. Oh wait, let me. We would want to do it in this order. There we go. I'm putting the whatever the hit might be at the back, and I'm trying not to look at the back of the card. Oh, my first shrimp. I think, or maybe my second. The Sufficient Shrimp. I think this one's hilarious. Look how small he is on the card. We already saw the cockroach. The Sincere Skunk. And last but not least, oh, a manga! Yeah, I love the manga of the Forever Phoenix. And some of these are numbered too. That one is not. There's some limited to 10 that are a black or red. I forget which is 5 and which is 10. But I love the look of the manga cards. I want to complete this set at some point. Here come the roaches. So far, this is my manga set. I think I have a duplicate on the dolphin, but I'm working on it. I think I'm going to complete that set soon. Liz Misty really likes the chalkboard series, and she bought the whole set of chalkboards on eBay for just $12, which got me thinking. I've been looking at lots of cards. Not lots of cards, but lots where it's multiple in one purchase. And I found some pretty good deals that way. So if you guys are partial to any particular of the insert cards, the variants, you might look them up on eBay. You might be able to get a pretty sweet deal on them. Right now, the prices are still settling on a lot of these cards, but the way that Gary describes it and the way I like to think about it is, what if somebody had introduced you to Pokemon 25 years ago and said, this is going to be a big thing? You'd look at it and go, what the f is a Pikachu? And then now you'd be like, I would have bought all the Pikachus. Entrepreneur Elf, not a V-Friends First, just a base card. We got the Ernest Ermine, Topps First Chrome. We got the Tasteful Malayan Tapir, and look at there, we got a chalkboard. We got the Outgoing Octopus, which also could have a short numbered print, but this one does not. So that one didn't have any huge hits in it, but I really like, no numbered, but I do like the manga. I love the, this is probably going to be one of my favorite of the yellow refractors. And every box is not going to be a winner, but I've seen people pull sketches and all kinds of crazy, awesome stuff out of the blasters as well. If you're out shopping and you find the blasters, I recommend you get them, but the one to get, I don't think I'm going to open one tonight just for timing's sake, but next week we will, is the Mega. These are $60. They come with, I can never remember, 8 packs with 7 cards per pack, so 56 cards, like a little over more than a deck of cards. These have a little slightly higher potential of pulling some of the inserts, and this is what I got my autograph card out of last week. Those are hard to find. If you can find Hobby, great, but their minimum on those is $260 a box. The most of them go for $450 a box. Those are going to give you your best chance of pulling any of the inserts. Yeah, they're becoming increasingly hard to find because they're not doing multiple waves of distribution. Basically, everything went out and is gone from their inventory and is only available at the retailers that got them. The only places that you can, not for sure, but the only places that they distributed to are Target, Dick's Sporting Goods, hobby shops, and to breakers or people on Whatnot that open up boxes. One of the fun things you can do that Tech and I both have been a part of, but he's had better luck than I have, is spot breaks or breaks, where you go on to Whatnot and you watch and you can bid on a spot. It could be a certain character or a random spot, but you could say, like, wait until they're selling the Charming Cheetah, and you buy that spot, and they're going to open, it might be a case of Hobby, a case of Megas, it might be a mixture of boxes, but once they sell all those slots, whatever one you get or ones you get every card of that character becomes yours. I've got in on a couple, not had great luck. Tech got in on one the other day for the astronaut, and he got a couple of beautiful cards. So the Sapphire boxes are on sale, but they only went to through EQL, through Topps.com, which I did not win, and through Breakers. I think some hobby shops might have gotten them, but not many. They only made a few thousand boxes. I originally thought it was under 1,000, but it was a few thousand. It was last year that it was under 1,000. Those Sapphire boxes are $450 a piece and basically impossible to find at that price. eBay, the going rate is like $700. Yeah, most places have the Hobby at $450. If they can't sell it, then eventually they'll lower the prices. But later this year, if they're still got inventory and all the other is dried up, all the blasters and the megas and all that stuff, people will be willing to pay $450 for a hobby box. So they know they can wait. Yeah, Sapphire went up on Tuesday or Wednesday. I was not lucky enough to get selected in the EQL. My local hobby shop did not get any. And that price tag for me was probably, if I won on the EQL, I was probably going to sell it. Yeah, there's not going to be any restocking. They don't produce the number of boxes. They don't reveal the number of boxes that are produced. But based on what we're seeing, you could calculate out kinda how many there were made in total. But that's why another reason I was explaining to Kelly is like, this is like getting in on Pokemon early, but also you got to look at it like you have to strike now while the iron's hot. If you think this is going to be big later, it's just like buying an exclusive from Funko or buying even a mainline Funko Pop while it's available, because we all know eventually that don't manufacture that anymore. It gets put into the vault, and then people who come into it later are willing to pay a premium because they weren't around when it came out, right? Things are hopping with VeeFriends, and they're putting out new products all the time. Already this year, we had, I think the Super Stickers came out. We had the Bose speakers that they did. We've had Topps Chrome Series 2. We've had Sapphire just dropped. Next month, they're doing coins. Later this year, there's tons of comic books. Like, they're moving. They are moving fast. And the fandom for all of VeeFriends is building fast. If Gary keeps doing what he's doing, they're constantly growing the company, hiring new people, finding new ways to market. He is building an empire out of this IP. And these will become household names. Kelly was really challenging me yesterday because she's trying to learn about it. And she's like, if I go right now to the grocery store and I poll 150 people and I ask them if they know about VeeFriends, is anybody going to know? And I was like, likely, no. Maybe a couple at most. But that's when you know, if you know it's going to be big, you got to get in then. When I make this correlation all the time, but when I first found out about Funko Pops, I bought for fun, and then I saw the Sully limited to 480 pieces, and I was like, I always give the same scenario. I'm like, I looked around, I was at home, like as if other people were going to be there to go, that really? I was like, you're kidding me. It's a Disney licensed product limited to 480 pieces. This will be worth possibly hundreds of dollars one day. It's now a $2,000 pop-ish. It fluctuates all the time. I underestimated how big that would be. There's a chance all this could go to zero. There's a chance nobody could care about VeeFriends in 5 years. I put that chance pretty low. Gary Vee is a marketing machine. He's becoming a household name. His products are becoming a household name. And in 5 years, we'll look back and go, damn, we should have been on it. I'm also the guy that was all about NFTs, so take it with a grain of salt. But I wasn't wrong about the value of the NFT pops. Those keep going up. And I always knew that was going to be the bread and butter. I still have hopes for the NFTs themselves, but that's dwindling. They have cartoons on YouTube of some of the characters. But Gary knows people too. And I'd be willing to bet good money there's a series or a movie or something in a 5-year plan. He's a smart guy and his timing's been impeccable. Great way to describe him. He dropped those cards right when people got back into TCGs, 100%. VeeFriends is already 5 years old. He started the NFT project 5 years ago. They've been putting out more products. They have a huge presence at New York Comic Con. Big booth last year, right next to Funko. Same size booth almost. So they'll be back at New York Comic Con. They're going to be at San Diego Comic Con. They have their artists and team members going out to conventions. DJ Kaufman was at Emerald City Comic Con. They are doing the thing. I could go on for hours. I have gone on for many hours. But I am enjoying this ride right now. I always carry a salt shaker with me, but I do love this license and characters. There you go. There you go. If it speaks to you, get on it. If not, there's other great products like Disney Neon. I was into that for a little while. Still am. I've still been picking up Sully cards. I finally landed a Sully Diamante from the Disney Neon, so that brings that set. Slowly working on this. I'm not trying to do it all in one day. Where's the rest of the Sullys? What time is it? Okay, I got about 5 minutes. What did I do with the rest of the cards? So the Disney Neon, I am up to, I got the Diamante, I got the, this is a base, I think. This is an etch. This is a refractor numbered to 199. This is a green neon, 99 out of 99. Got the book in. And this one is I forget what they call it. It's an orange mini something, numbered to 50. So I'm adding to that collection. I'm building that. I want to do as much of the rainbow as I can. How does a person figure out which artist worked on which card? Great question, Misty. I know it's a lot easier with the sketch cards if you're lucky enough to get one of those because they put their name on the back. I think most of the art is DJ Kaufman. I know for sure all of the chalkboards are DJ Kaufman. He did all these. But I think a lot of the art is DJ Kaufman, but I don't think it tells you on each card who did the art. I don't think there's any way to know. But if you follow the artists individually, a lot of them will talk about on their Twitter and other social sites which ones they were responsible for. That's a great question. Yeah, as you learn about it more and more, I mean, every day of collecting is an education, right? Think about when you first learned about Funko. I still couldn't get over when I first learned about Funko, and I knew what a Hot Topic exclusive was right off the bat, but there were people who didn't understand that, and we had to explain that to them when I was doing Nerd Foods. Like, it's an exclusive that you can only get at Hot Topic, and people are like, oh, what? Like, I thought it was in the name of the thing, but okay, you learned, and you learn every day, you know? And then, of course, that rule's broken, because then they would have it at Funko HQ, but that didn't happen in the beginning. That didn't happen until I was there. Yeah, I love learning, and especially about stuff like this, because it's not only just learning about the IP and how they're like and what products they make, but watching the marketing moves that Gary and his team are doing, utilizing Whatnot as not only a selling platform but an education and marketing platform as well, is something that almost no one else is doing. I don't think anyone else is doing it. Disney's not doing it. Topps isn't doing it. Nobody. Pokemon's not doing it. They're doing it. I go on and watch streams to learn about their NFTs and possibly win something. To join in on breaks, possibly win something. To watch them crack packs just so I can learn what the cards look like and have them talk about the history and the behind the scenes. And every day is an education. It's in the name of the thing. Such a common thing. Look, do you read? Read it again. Think about it for a minute. I try not to be rude, but sometimes you really want to be. Sometimes. All right, gang, I'm going to have to get out of here because I got to jump in the car and go make it in time to meet Brian for the movie. But hey, Toyful Hearts, yeah, there you go. Toyful Hearts, I see in the VeeFriends streams, and has been kind enough a few times to go, I learned about this because of Sully. They do a great job of including their community to be their sellers for them. They do a great job, including on their NFT streams on Thursday. The Lava, I forget what the full name of the stream is. The guy who is like their main guy on camera all the time. They not only explain it, this is a next step genius. He always says, if you want to get into it, if you don't understand it, if you need help, I have a calendar. You can go up and sign up for a 10-minute block. I will get on with you via a stream, via a Zoom or whatever, and I will walk you through how to do it. That's what Funko should have been doing with the Funko NFTs. And they would still be going strong right now, I think. I hope. But they didn't do that. They didn't take that next step. Got to hype you up for all you do. Sully V is I want to get Gary in a conversation for a few minutes and tell him what we're doing here with Nerds Unite. And I want to get him a shirt or a hat or whatever. And I just want to get in a conversation with him and do, Gary, I love how you mentor people. I've been building this thing. I don't want to know where to go next, but we share a lot in common. We're the same age. Our birthday's just days apart. We both love number 5. We're meant to be buds. And it's going to happen one day. I'm going to get to hang out with them, and we're going to do a collab. I'm going to will it to be. There's going to be a Nerds Unite VeeFriends collab. Jeremy knows. That's the guy. Yeah, he's awesome. Sully V. I like more of a nerd, a V's Unite, VeeFriends Unite thing. Sully V makes it sound like I married him. Your popcorn is getting cold. Go. You're right. Priscilla said you're going to tell them you guys have almost the same birthday. I'll tell him that. Why not? He'll probably be like, you're a psychopath. But I don't think he will. I think he's more like, okay, I see you, brother. Okay, let me give you guys some more points. Thank you, Toyful Hearts. Add points. All. Thank you, Priscilla, for all you do for our community. I'm really looking forward to the party next week, the meetup. You guys support Priscilla. Make sure you get in there and sign up for those lotteries before the 14th, which is Tuesday. So you have this weekend to do it. Make sure you're doing your research for SDCC. Make sure you're building your lists and if you're using ChatGPT or a spreadsheet or whatever. If you're going to reach out to some friends to mule for you, talk to them. Be kind. If you got an extra ticket to Fun Days or know somebody who does, I know somebody who's looking for 1 ticket. But otherwise, Keezy, yes, see you at SDCC for sure. Kelly will be there. We want to meet. We want to see you, 100%. We need to raid over to somebody, and I got to get out of here. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. It was a lot of fun. I appreciate you all. I really do. Misty, congratulations on the Mando. Let's go, baby. That's amazing. I'm so happy for you. We're going to make it easy tonight. Jace, who is hosting the meetup, is helping with the meetup, is streaming right now. I see he's on with Finest Funko and his wife and USS Parzival. I don't know that name, but we're gonna raid over to Jace. You guys go have a wonderful time with him. Let me mute this real quick. Where's the freaking mute? There it is. I haven't been on Twitch watching in a minute. Yes, absolutely. Let's add some more Sully Bucks. Wait, didn't I just? Or did it not work? I think it worked. Didn't I do it? Yeah, I added 200 points to 38 people. I did it. It happened. Okay, we're going to raid over to Jace. Here we go. Thank you guys for a wonderful evening. Remember to wash your hands, check in on somebody you love, make sure they're doing okay, and above all else, most importantly, Nerds Unite at SDCC at the Sune meetup next week. See you soon. Bye, everybody. To Jace we go.